snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're tracing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to oh yeah.
All right. Is it loud enough for you? Come on. Come on. We got to get some Christmas spirit. We got to get some, everyone put on their Christmas hats. Get that Christmas spirit. Come on, Spore. Come on. We need to be loud. We need to be loud because, you know, you may not be at that age, Spore, but you'll get there. You'll get there where you need to turn things up a little bit more. Just crank it up a little bit so you can hear it a little bit clearer. Good to see you guys hanging out here on the Christmas tree. Happy Christmas Eve. Come get some Christmas spirit. That's it. That is it. Now I know the username. Come get some. Fits in with almost every day. Come get some Christmas Eve spirit. Come get some New Year's spirit. Come get some baseball. Come get some missions. Come get some holiday coffee. Yes, we got some gingerbread. We got some hazelnut. We got a little bit of something inside the coffee this morning. Yes, it is morning here in good old Alberta, Canada, where we are going to get above zero, and we have a lot of snow. How you guys doing? You guys have the day off? A lot of people here. Max, thank you so much for the raid, Max. Hope you had a great stream this morning. And everyone else, I hope you're having a great day. Come on, be truthful. How many of you are going out for some Christmas shopping today? Come on, admit it. How many are going to do some final Christmas shopping today? You pulled 2 Larry Walkers. There's a joke in there somewhere. If you pull 2 Larry Walkers, what do you need when you pull someone? A walker. Hey, that's the connection I can make there. All of our snow turned to rain. Yeah, my mom, who lives in British Columbia, said all it does there is rain. They got no snow on the ground in the interior of British Columbia. It's like, you want some? A quarter. I'll give it to you for a quarter, Mom. 25 cents. All the snow that you want. Yeah, we'll check in on the 5L and the 6L a little bit later. In the quarterfinals right now, man, I just been snake bitten, trying to figure out. I'm drafting the cards, I'm putting the lineup together, but I just can't seem to get past those first couple rounds. When I do, watch out. I usually make it to like the semifinals, but you guys are tough. Come on, where's that Christmas spirit that Come Get Some always talks about? Careful, I'm going to crank the songs up even louder. All those Bose headphones that you have. What happened to Bose? Is Bose still around? They used to be the most expensive speaker when I was young in college. Try and upgrade your hi-fi system, and you go and get your receiver, and you go get your speaker wire, and then you're looking for some speakers, and it's like, oh man, I'd really like the Bose, but they're like $1,500, and they come like in. You could put it in your lunch bag, the size of those speakers. So I'd got something called Nuance. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Nuance speakers. We used to have a Wi-Fi place, not a Wi-Fi, a hi-fi place. Hi-fi, Wi-Fi, hi-Wi, same thing. Called the International Stereo, which was kind of like a Best Buy, kind of like a Future Shop up here in Canada, Circuit City kind of thing. And you'd go in, and they'd have this audio room, a special room. They coated it with all the best material, so the sound would bounce off the walls and be even better. And they'd sit you in the chair in front of these speakers, and they'd say, "Hey, listen to this." And then put on this demo CD with all different types of instruments and something. And music was all over. It'd go around your head, and you'd be like, "Whoa, what an experience!" And this was like during the day, so you weren't drunk or anything. It'd be like, "Oh man, I got the drums over here. I got the vocals over here. I got like the piano in front of me." It's like, wow, how much are the speakers? For you, we'll give them to you like $1,200 for a pair. Oh man, that sounds great. Take them home, and they're just like every other speaker. A ripoff. Where's that piano in front of me? I don't hear that piano in front of me. Yeah, those sales, they can get you. They absolutely can get you, especially when you're young, impressionable, just out of college, you got your first job and making a little bit of money, want to upgrade your hi-fi system, get the Pioneer receiver, looking for some speakers. Yeah, speaker wire, man. Those of you that didn't grow up having to deal with, taking the little plastic off the speaker wire, taking that off, and then you take the speaker wire and you wind it, and then you have to wind it around the back of the receiver. And they'd be like, "Did I get it on the right side? Left, right?" And then you want to put speakers behind you for surround sound, and you have to put all the wires in. We didn't have Bluetooth back then. We didn't have anything like that. We had Blu-rays, Blue Lagoon, but we didn't have Bluetooth. Labatt's Blue. We had Labatt's Blue. Things are just so much user-friendly, just like OOTP, user-friendly today than it was a few years ago. What else is going on? Flying WV still at work there in West Virginia, heading home soon. Be safe on your trip home. You just hope your wife likes Perfect Points. Hey, have I got something for you? Perfect Points, the winter sale on right now at OOTP. Don't feel bad about taking a discount. You got a wife you're looking to get a last minute gift for? Maybe a neighbor that has shoveled your sidewalk. Maybe the kid down the road that delivers the newspaper. Maybe the guy that sets up your hi-fi system with all the speakers and wire. Perfect Points, 30% off now on the Perfect Point winter sale. And if you know someone that loves baseball, why not say, "Hey, I bought you this $50 game, bud. Yeah, $50 I spent. But don't tell them you got it for $9.99. Yeah, the winter sale, 80% off the lowest price OOTP has been all year. I remember back in, I think it was the first time Perfect Team came out in like OOTP 19, like in January. They waited till January back then to give you $9.99. And then I think like in February, they gave it to you like $4.99. They went even lower. And I'm like, well, I already got 2 copies, but for $4.99, I might as well get a couple more. Why not? Are you one of those people that you might have 10 of something, but if it's cheap, you figure you buy a couple more because it's so cheap, you can't miss out. You go, yeah, I got my 5th copy of OOTP for $4.99. Take that. I'm a sucker for sales. I am absolutely a sucker. What else is going on? Fussmucker, been a while. Hope you're doing well down there in New York. Your Rangers are not doing well. What the heck is going on there? They may be like a lottery draft team. Who you taking first overall with the Rangers? Man, they shipped out Truba. I guess he wasn't the problem. They shipped out Capo Caco. I guess he wasn't the problem. They benched Chris Kreider yesterday. I guess he wasn't the problem. Getting skunked by the Devils. Told you it's Zibanejad. You got to get rid of Mika Zibanejad. Max, thank you for the Christmas gift, Fuss. Thank you, Rangers, for gifting. Although Capo had a bad first game for Seattle. It was like -2 and the lowest ice total. But he's adjusting, right? He's adjusting. Fussmucker might remember during that draft when the Rangers had, or the Devils had first overall, and the Rangers were second overall. And, it's like, who we taking first? Is it Capo or Jack Hughes? Capo or Jack Hughes? And when the Devils took Jack Hughes, the celebration from the New York Ranger fans, all right, they let Capo slip to number 2. And that didn't work out too well for them. So yes, the winter sale is currently on OOTP right now, 30% off Perfect Points and the game for $9.99. When stuff is on sale, you can't afford to not. Yeah, you never know. Back in OOTP 2019, I was like, I never know when I might need a 5th copy of OOTP 19. It might come in handy someday. Never did. I don't even think I ever activated those 2 licenses for $4.99. But I'm telling you, I got a deal. I can say I was there when OOTP 19 was on sale for $4.99. Where were you? Yeah, you were sleeping. Instead of spending that $10 on 2 copies of OOTP 19 in February, I should have been buying Bitcoin back in 2019. I probably could have got 0.004469 Bitcoins back then. No. I had to get 2 copies of OOTP 19. Franchise Time Machine, can we borrow your time machine? Can you and I, catch a ride back to 2014? Please, when Bitcoin was like under $1. The problem was, I was thinking about, my wife and I were talking about that. What a joy it was getting those 2 extra copies of OOTP 19. What a joy. Celebrate now. Be part of the joy and get OOTP 25 for $9.99. Or maybe wait till January and you can get your own $4.99 copy. You never know. They may get crazy. Rich Grisham. Rich Grisham gets nuts once in a while. He gets crazy and he pushes buttons and he's like, I think this is okay. And all of a sudden the game is 99 cents on March 15th. Just the day before the new one comes out. Yeah, he does that kind of stuff. But Franchise Time Machine, can we hop back to 2014 and get us some Bitcoin? But I was talking to my wife. See, OOTP interrupted me. I was talking to my wife and I was saying, man, how did we miss out on Bitcoin back in 2014? And we're thinking, we're like, well, we didn't have the technology back then. Now you go on an app and you buy your coins and you do all your trading and all that kind of, it's so convenient. But back then we had like Motorola's, didn't we? When did the first Apple come out? Maybe we had Apple like 3A back then, but, and we had Blackberries, but I don't know how easy it was to get cryptocurrency back in 2014. I don't know if you had to know a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy who might break your legs if you didn't pay up, but I don't think it was as accessible because I would think a lot more people would have bought into it. Yes, he definitely has. He definitely has. So there's something in the New Jersey, New York air. The New York Mets might have been having a good day. Must have been excited for spring training, putting the game on for $4.99. Mind you, in Canada, that's still $10. So it's not really a deal. Anyway, coming up a little later on the show, we have a very special Matrix Christmas holiday episode. That's right. We do. We're going to have 25 packs to give away, 10 for second place, 15 for first place. You have to predict how the Matrix series is going to go. We did this back in OOTP 24 with Babe Ruth in the Matrix, where he played on every single team over like 30 some episodes. He never won a single World Series in all the Matrix Babes that we did. So I guess he was not very good in the locker room. Don't trade him to the New York Rangers. But we'll see. We'll see today if our Matrix team can at least get to the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to that. Franchise Time Machine, I knew you would. This is right up your alley. We're going to get to that sooner rather than later. Back then, yeah, I know. And, in all honesty, transparency, Rich used to send me texts and he would say, Lap, I'm so glad I don't have to lick all those envelopes anymore to mail out the perfect points, because my tongue is numb. I can't even talk anymore. Like coming out of the dentist, lick the envelope. Darn franchise, buy more perfect point. Lick the envelope. Yeah. Technology has eased some of those. Could you imagine? Like, that was so gross, licking envelopes. Ugh. Or you dab your finger with spit. Sorry to get gross on you. And then you just rub it on the envelope, but then you'd miss part of it and you try to seal the envelope and now it wouldn't work and you'd have to lick it anyway. Now they have, you just pull the tab off. We have envelopes up here in Canada. I don't know if you guys are advanced where you are. Maybe. We have technology now. We buy envelopes. We just peel off a little strip. Self-sealing, baby. We don't need to lick those anymore. So what else is new? What else? You guys got some Christmas gift wishes? You need an extra copy of OOTP 19? I got the key. I don't think I've used them, but I got a deal. I'll tell you what, $5.99. I'll sell you a copy. I need to make at least $1 off of it. You're worried about me? Is it cheap? Can I get a good hourly rate? Because my last therapist, it was not very cheap and obviously did not work too well. It was like I should have invested that into Bitcoin. All right, let's continue on here. All right, let's get serious. It is the holidays. Go put on your Christmas cap. Rocking around the Christmas tree. I will warn you next time, Teddy O, I'm in the Louisiana area, so that maybe you can go to Florida or something. You can get out of state. Lap's coming to my state. I gotta leave town. He's dangerous. Those Canadians, he's gonna show up at my door with Tim's coffee and Timbits and say, "Here, Teddy O, here's your Tim's run." It took 4 years, but we delivered. Don't worry about that green on the donuts. Just brush that off. Just that comes off very easy. And yeah, the coffee might look green too, but it's Christmas. It's like Irish green beer. We've got green coffee after 4 years. Just drink it up. You'll feel fine. I'm afraid my hockey stick won't compare to your baseball bat. Although I can stand back a little further, I'm going to get Zdeno Chara's hockey stick. I'm not messing with. You probably got a nice Easton aluminum bat, and I don't want to dent that up with you hitting me. All right, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's go to OOTP. Last night, 6L. Last night, 6L. The daily, I did well in the daily early bronze. I got one historical silver pack, which means I finished 5th to 8th. Oh, yeah, baby. Give me top 10. Last night, 6L. I haven't checked the results yet because it was last night. In the quarterfinals, it was Charlotte. Oh, is that too loud for you, Spore? It was Charlotte. Winning in the quarterfinals over Tempest. Who is this? Crangus. What's a Crangus? Sounds like some sort of Christmas dessert. Pass the Crangus. Like a mix between cranberries and gis. They defeated the Bangers. 2 new teams. I haven't heard of them. Welcome to the 6L. The Schnechty Steel skunked the Windermere Mortals. And Makadkar. Are you in the chat, Makadkar? Say hi, Makadkar. Happy holidays, Makadkar. Makadkar, hope you and the family and the grandkids are doing well. Always busy with the grandkids. He said that to me a few times. Always helping out. My kids always need help, like everyone's kids needs help. I talked about that yesterday. The older your kids get, the more expensive they are to take care of, though. I get it. I get it. Makadkar, if you're here, happy holidays. No. Why is it people come back to the show at inappropriate times? If I'm not talking about my delicious Wonder Bar when EVC pops on, I'm talking about spitting. No, I'm not getting in trouble like that one girl that went viral. I'm not trying to go viral, franchise. You guys want to? No, I won't go there. That is just mean. That is just mean. In the semifinals, Crangus McBaseball team defeated Sporer 3-2 as they won the deciding game in the semifinals in extra innings. Charlotte thought that they would take this by scoring 1 in the top of the 11th, and then McBaseball said, "Not today, Sporer. Today is not your day." They score 2 in the bottom of the 11th to walk it off. Yeah, Mike Young gets a home run and Brinkman with the home run. Well, we're on a break already. Man, I talk too much. I talk too much. I think that was a Canadian band. Any Canadians in the house that remembers that song? But you know what? Oh no, that was George Thorogood that I think yelled that out. Talk too much with his gravelly voice. All right, we're on a break. We're on a break. When we come back, we'll finish recapping the 6L. We'll look at the 5L. And then the Matrix is coming back. Your chance to win up to 25 packs based on your predictions. So stay tuned. Be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, we all love pets. Here's a little bit of pet love.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans for what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk, and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh, 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 ooh.
All right. Yes. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whichever way you may celebrate or not celebrate the next coming days, best wishes to you, your family, your friends, your pets. And if you dress your pets up in Christmas gear, some like it, some don't like it, as you saw in that video. Friggin' Rights TB8488, welcome back to the channel. Hope things are going well. TB, I don't know if you heard, but myself and Baffle 99, we interviewed the creator of Tim's Run. Might show that on Thursday, a little bit of that interview. Still in the editing process. We chatted for close to 2 hours, had a good conversation. And you'll see some of that interview probably on Thursday. If not Thursday, maybe Friday. So thank you for re-upping the sub 4 months with the channel. And as you said, friggin' rights, let's go. Merry Christmas, old chap. Oh, I like everything but the old. And yeah, Max, I almost went there. Get your lap coin. Come on, I'm going to put it on the exchange. Let's pump it. Get that lap coin. All right, we were talking about the 6L. We said Spore got defeated in the semis, and also the Passamaquoddy Makadkar, who I saw in the chat. Good to see you here. I am the last person, unless it's something like a gift card where I can like put in an envelope and then lick the envelope. I can do that. I'm willing to lick the envelope for you, but that's the only help I can give you. I am not good at wrapping presents. I'm awful at it. The corners are like way out of whack. I got extra wrapping here, or I don't have enough wrapping. So I got to get some tin foil and cover up the little strip that I missed, and then tape all over the place. And don't even go with the bows. Like those people that take the scissors and they scrape the bows to get all the little frilly parts. No, I'm going to end up bloody and fingerless. I try and do that. So Andy, I am not the person to ask to help you wrap presents, but I hear Franchise is good at helping out. He's good with the scissors. Mr. Norris, good to see you. Happy holidays. Got the little Santa hat there. And then in the finals, it would be the Passamaquoddy going up against McBaseball, and McBaseball would take it 4-3. It would go to the 7th game, and this is the definition of ping pong. Paquoddy, McBaseball, Pakmadi, baseball, Wabanaki, baseball. Yeah, I'm getting dizzy just reading that. David De Jesus, the bronze 64 overall card, was the MVP of the 6L. Congratulations to McBaseball. I don't even know who that manager is because they're a first-time winner. Where are they here? There it is. BJ S615. It's a bot. They shouldn't be eligible to win. That sounds like a bot. BJ S615. Congratulations on your first 6L and the 75 packs that go with it. Makadkar ended up with 40 packs. I don't know if you ripped them yet, Makadkar, if you're hoarding them, but if you got something good in those 40 packs, let us know. 40 packs, you should have pulled at least a few diamonds out of that. So that is the 6L tournament from last night. Again, we're going to give away 25 packs. We're going to do the Matrix series coming up soon. Let's go check out today's 5L. Here it's in the quarterfinals already. Perfect drafts. No, I want to go to my tournaments. And this one here. Maybe just give us a wrap. Can't touch this. There was a guy from. That's the best as I can do. Sorry, you're not getting your money back. Tickets paid for are non-refundable. Okay, today's 5L. I lost out to Sydney. Bow, bow, bow. All right, the Sydney Sprayers. Again, one of those up-and-coming teams. I don't know who this manager is, but they've been really, really good in these tournaments. They're in the quarterfinals going up against the Dandies. The ACGC Chargers always kind of stick around, but they're going up against the Babies today. Chargers and Babies, kind of a dangerous situation. And the Babies are up 1-0. Man, Sporer, he's got the secret to something, because here he is again in the quarterfinals going up against Fun Society. And Fun Society has a 1-game lead. And in the last quarterfinals of the 5L this morning, it is the West Virginia Flying Years and Flying WV going up against the Braves from Milwaukee. Winners will go on to the semis and get at least 1 point. And the overall winner will get a high diamond choice pack from the tournament batch. Second place will get the low diamond. So right now, everyone in the quarterfinals is guaranteed of getting at least a silver or bronze tournament choice pack. So congratulations. Some of the early leaders on the leaderboards. I talked about my bronze team yesterday. If you're making up a bronze team and you don't have Dave Parker against the righties, I feel sorry for you. In a non-combinator situation, Dave Parker, right field against the righties is the play. No one else. Sitting 396 in the tournament so far. He was MVP of round number 2 for Boulder Aspen. Other players on here, Baumholtz again is still an option, absolutely. I've said it before, I put a lot of value in Avoid K. I've been on the Avoid K train for a month now. I think Avoid K is one of the most important characteristics at the lower levels. So when you're drafting the 5L, especially, don't worry about power because it's 1914. There were not a lot of home runs, and focus on Avoid K a lot more. Yeah, at least I think it's a good idea. There are still some home runs. Freddie Freeman has 3 home runs in 1914, which is odd. Mind you, there might be some Jim Unknown teams. If I look at Freddie and his batting stats, yeah. He's got 2 home runs against a Jim Unknown team. So anytime you see kind of an anomaly with the statistics, there's a good chance Jim Unknown teams were in there. And that happens. That happens. People forget to draft. I've done that a few times too. Nico Goodrum. There he is, hitting 397. Something tells me he probably played Jim Unknowns as well. Yep, same team. When you play 4 games and you score over 200 runs, that's going to inflate your statistics for the whole tournament. So again, it's unfortunate. I wish there was a way. Maybe next year there'll be a way to filter that out. But as of now, they are all in there. So good luck to those in the semifinals. Also, if you haven't already, and you're eager to see a certain card in the game, a certain player in the game, fill out the request form. And there is a chance you will see your player appear on a future treasure trove content set, or a TWIP set, or a mission set, maybe a limited edition card. We have 30 people who have sent in their requests so far. I've sent the first 20 or so to Spore already, and continue that on. So again, if there's someone that you would like to see in the game, try and be as specific as you can with the team, the player, and even the year of that player's career. Maybe it's a one-off year that you would think would make an interesting card. You don't have to design it. You don't have to give the eye and power and all that. Spore will do that, but give him some kind of context to kind of build the card around. So fill that form out if you haven't already. Even if you have and you've thought of another player that you want, you can fill out the request a second time, a third time. The more names that Spore has to work with, the better. And coming up a little bit later, I don't want to send the form out yet because I want to show you the players that are involved and the team setup before you make your guesses. But we're going to have Christmas in the Matrix, Survivor style, where you're going to have to answer a bunch of questions. Winner's going to get 15 standard packs, and second place will get 10 standard packs. So I hope you can participate in that. And that form will come out at probably about a half-hour time is when we'll be deeper into the Matrix. Bounty-wise, let's see. Let's see if we have any options available to us. If you have any draft slots available, put a 1 in the chat if you're up to doing a draft Christmas bounty. Otherwise, we won't probably do one today. So if you have a draft slot for perfect drafts, put a 1 in the chat. And as always, 10 packs if you're able to knock me out. We got 1. Oh, there will be no Roberto Kelly in today's Matrix franchise. I don't even think he's in my base game. I think I deleted him. He's like gone. Wiped him out. You're not retired, Roberto. You're deleted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're getting a bunch here. Okay, we might be able to do one. All right, we've got, and there's only the 5-minute ones, and that just goes so quick. Anyone have any ideas for a weird kind of draft? Something not too difficult, because some people are drafting on Go. Throw your ideas in the chat. It's Christmas time. It's a time for giving, and it's a time for me to give you some choices on how you want to do this draft today. Kava's not at home? Are you out Christmas shopping, Kava? I hear you. I get you if you're out Christmas shopping. Walmart's open till 6 p.m., Kava. And Kava, I apologize for making fun of you in that one video I showed at the beginning of the show. If you haven't seen that video, Kava, I'll show it a little bit later. I thought it was pretty funny. Have to draft the highest rated card each round. And so if there's more than one with the same rating, regardless of if you get catchers, ooh, that could be interesting. What's the ones for? Oh, just if you have a draft slot available doing a perfect draft. Position players have to play any position but the one on the card. That's kind of tough to do though, Kava, because the AI sometimes will mix around. You'd have to micromanage every game. Unless you're saying just your first game, you coordinate your players that way. We tried that before and it didn't really work out that well. But yeah, a good idea. So we've got draft highest rated card each round, regardless of the position, regardless if it's live. If it's tied, you get the choice. We'd have to trust your judgment on that. We could go with something like there's got to be like a, I don't know, XMAS in their name for Xmas. We could do that. Every position player must have ratings at 2 positions for Coach Weedy. Yeah, it's an imperfect draft, Ryan. Every position player must have ratings at 2 positions. So when you hover over their card, it's got to show more than one position. So that includes pitchers, or I guess every positional player. I guess that can include pitchers. Every player must have a letter from Cavacom. It's Christmas. Come on. 2 or more. You know, Coach Weedy, I kind of like that, except I'm going to modify that a little bit. So if someone can type this in chat, we're going to enter ID 333. So put down 5-minute speed ID 333. Must draft relief pitchers or closers and positional players that play 2 or more positions. I like that. So no starting pitchers with starting pitcher on the card. You can only draft relievers, closers for your pitchers, and all your positional players have to be eligible for 2 or more positions. No starting pitchers. So if someone can type that up, I can pin it before I start drafting. Yeah, remember, it's a quick. You should be able to do as a quick. Yeah, that's the only one that's available. All the other ones have at least one player, which is going to not make it imperfect, unfortunately. Yeah, don't get hung up on your options, Kynan. Yep. Okay, doesn't look like anyone's typing that in. So give me a sec here. ID 333. Speed. 5-minute. Only relief pitchers or closers on the front of the card, and positional players with 2 or more positions. All right. 10-pack empty. There we go. Just in time. Yep, there it is right there. We got one opening left. It's 15 out of 16. 5-minute draft. Bonnie Lake, Fargo, Georgia Tech, Morro Bay, Orange City, Pacatac, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Sun King, Savannah Bananas, Redbirds, Red Shirts, Walking in Memphis, Park Rangers, and the Walruses. One opening left, and it might be full now. It is. It is full. So I better draft quickly. You only have 5 minutes, remember? And if there's no one eligible, draft someone anyway. You still have to draft. Where is it now? Not on my main screen. Here we go, and draft. Oh, Kynan. It's the time of giving, Kynan. Please give me, Judge. Is Judge eligible? Yeah, I guess he would be eligible. Okay, we got to make this quick because I only got a couple minutes. Strawberry, Glasscock. I got a lot of options. Let's go with Frankie at second base. Relievers, Sambito. Reliever, Thornton. Ooh, Larry Walker. We got to go with Larry Walker. Someone said earlier they pulled 2 Larry Walkers. I think Mac said that. Luis Garcia. Relievers are easy. You should be able to do this in 5 minutes. Reliever. I should have made it that if the starting pitcher has 2 eligible positions, you can take them, but it's too late. So we'll stick to the original rules. Most live players are going to be eligible. Take a catcher. Reliever. No relievers here. What do I need? I need a shortstop. Buck. And no relievers. Chick. Let us know who your perfect player was. There's already one Aaron Judge. I got the Frankie Frisch. Just take my second catcher and a reliever. Your team is set and you got two catchers. Well, catchers, yeah. I mean, they're probably live catchers. And I am not getting reliever options. Everyone's a starter. Figures. Roy Smalley? Yeah, okay. Dylan Lee, I guess. Again, where's all my relievers? They're going to be in the last round. Bronze card. Give me some good bronze card. Arnie Stone. And Ian. 8 pitchers so far. Need more. Osuna. And Bill Buckner. Bruce Sutter for Garnick. The rules are pinned at the top there, Rio Whalen. If you see the pin, it shows you what the rules are. Well, hey, you got a Mookie bet, Zach Thompson. Still got 2 minutes. Yeah, this is a good one, Coach Weedy, for the time limit because it's really easy. Who else? Mike Cubbage? Sure. And there's one more round. I better, because there might not be a lot of relief pitchers, I better take relievers now. Tony or Marcel? No, I better take, man, Binez. Better take multi-positional players here. Last round, how many relievers do I got? Ron Meredith, Sean Reynolds, Lucas, and Ronnie. Oh, do I get the... Oh, how could I not take Pedro Feliz? That should get me automatically a first round. Chat, you got to give me the gift here. Pedro Feliz, we're bringing you in. We got the Christmas card. Double check here. Reliever. Ethan Salas for Exto4S and 10 pitchers. That was a bad one. That was a bad round. Bad draft. Why you got to snag some of those relievers in the early rounds. I didn't get a lot of reliever options early, but I got a lot late. So I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 pitchers. A high stamina guy, Zach Thompson. And after that, doesn't really matter. So who's the best home run suppression? Joe Sambito. We're going to bring you in. Gregory Soto. Arnie Stone. And Ron Meredith. Everyone else, you're going to go middle relief. Put a little long relief mop-up guys in. Don't need any. We'll go stopper for Jansen. And we're going to put pitch counts on these guys of about 33. We'll go a little higher. Let's go 44. And 21. Now, This is where it gets interesting, thinking about your different sliders here. I'm gonna crank up my running. Not gonna hit and run. Play a little small ball. Not pitching around with these relievers. Oh, great. The download came in. So this is going to be a long one. This is a best of 7. Going to take a while. Yeah, if you get those two-way players that can pitch, remember if your hitter that you took plays multiple positions and one's a pitcher, you can use that. You got like Cool Papa Bell or Oscar Charleston. That's a win. All right, this did not take. Sambito, Stone, Soto, and Meredith. Yeah, once the game fires off, you want to go back in, and if you made any changes, you might have to reset them because it might not have saved. So we're doing that. Go back over here. Let's run a little bit on these relievers. Do some of these. And slow hook, quick hooks. I got a lot of pitchers. I can do the matchups. All right, let's go with that. 44 and 21. In a 7-game series, I think having a lot of pitchers is going to be a benefit. Best of 3 would be much different than a best of 7. Moreno, Smalley, Garcia, Herzog, Frisch. Double check too if you've got your team open, just hover over and make sure your players do play multiple positions, that you didn't accidentally draft someone that's ineligible. If you defeat me with an ineligible player, a starting pitcher, or someone that doesn't play multiple positions, you are disqualified. Herzog, Frisch, Hafey, Melendez, Walker, and Lip. I'm good. Oh, you got home. Did you get the new harness, the mission harness, or did you get the limited edition one? It always works that way, Coach Weedy. You come up with the rules and then you have the crappiest team. I had to add in the pitcher one though. We had to make it a little weirder because multiple positions, that's almost like a regular draft. But adding in those relievers and closers only, that is going to be interesting. I should have looked for relievers with high stamina too. So let's take a look at the round 1 matchups. Well, we'll do that after the break because we do have a break coming. We do have a break on right now. All right. This one is for TB8 and for Come Get Some 501 with a subscription. Up in Canada, we had a postal strike. The postal strike is now over, but Christmas gifts may be late. Here's a few reminders about how much we love our pets during the holidays.
I've never cared much for winter. Eyes and snow leaves me totally cold. But something's up each year in December. I love it like a miner loves gold. It's never about the presents, the turkey or the Christmas tree. It's all about that glow in my baby's eyes that lights a fire inside of me. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Just listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her. Oh, the deeds that I do to please her, ain't a thing that I wouldn't do. I give my babe whatever she wants. I catch a reindeer if she wants me to. My baby's got a thing for Santa. She blushes and she giggles whenever he's near. I grow myself a beard in time for Christmas. I keep it throughout the year. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her.
All right, welcome back, everyone. How many of you in chat can identify with pets and Christmas trees, pets and Christmas, pets and damage to presents? Those pets, oh man, we love them, we love them, we love them, but sometimes they just get into trouble. They're like little kids, little toddlers getting into trouble. I'm sure if you have a lot of pets growing up and in the household, you've come across situations like that. So welcome in, everyone, to this Christmas Eve special Matrix episode. We'll be getting to that in about 10 minutes' time. Thanks again, TB8488, for re-upping the sub for 4 months. And also, come get me some. Come get me some. Is getting a little bit of love here. First time subscription on the channel. Thank you. Come get me some 509. I don't know what 509 refers to, but hopefully it's something good. Hope you get some good gifts under the tree if the cats don't knock it down. And Aaron Kikkonen. Thank you, Aaron Kikkonen1. Welcome to the Dog Pound. So a little bit of hound love. We got a great community here. Great members. Cub fan Steve's in the chat. My longest subscriber on the channel. Over 2 years now with Cubs fan Steve. Just a wonderful person. Wonderful Cubs fan. And loves the game, loves the community, loves the different streamers, and what an ambassador. I'm so proud to have Cub fan Steve as my longest subscriber, because he's just, never met him, but I'm sure we could sit and talk baseball for a long time. I'm sure we could. Maybe throw in a little bit of slap shot talk too. So welcome, guys, to the Dog Pound. See if I got it going here. This one? Yeah, no, that's not going to work. So here are your first round matchups in the Bounty Tournament before we get to the Matrix. Here we go. In round one, we've got the Walruses, are run by Sejanus. Sejanus's Walruses. Are they a team that has been in chat? Reliever. Okay, I can tell right from the first picture. They are in chat. Waterloo Walruses. Good stuff. We have the Savannah Bananas. They got Ryan Yarborough. We know that they are probably compliant. So Kynan 360 with the Bananas. Also the Sun Kings going with Daniel Lynch as their ace for Sanford and Hemazin. They are going to be up against the Pack Attack from New York. Nick Martinez. Ooh, what a sneaky one by Fussmucker. Oh, we're on to you, Fuss. You got a reliever that kind of is a starter. Oh, you got the error card. 78 stamina for Nick Martinez as a reliever. Wonder if anyone else was able to get that card. Who else do you got? 32 stamina. 23. Okay, yeah, I think this team could go far. We got the Florida Marlins, who were not able to finish drafting. Unfortunately, they do not have a full team for the Marlins fans. They're going up against the Beal, walking in Memphis, Street Warriors by the Fighting Vegans, and Randy Rodriguez as their ace. And in the final matchup, we've got the RCMP run by Pop Stongoria. We got a battle of California here, a battle of San Francisco. Timland going up against the Red Shirts. Dalton Jeffrey, 40 stamina for the Red Shirts, facing off in round game number 1 against Hoyt Wilhelm, 41 stamina. Ooh, Red Shirts. Man, if this guy can give you 6 innings, you may have that first game wrapped up. He looks strong. On the other side of the bracket, we have the Bonnie Lake Max LP, 80. Bo, 47 stamina. Oh, we got some smart managers here. They knew what they were doing. Going up against Franchise Time Machine. Franchise versus Max LP, a battle of the late nighters or early morningers, whatever you might want to prefer. Louis Ortiz, another ringer. Doesn't have the home run suppression, but he can pitch a full game. 83 stamina. He can go 7 or 8 innings at least. What a great find there by Max LP. Man, no fooling you guys. Tyson Miller. In the next round or next matchup, we've got the Orange City White Sox, Coach Weedy, who came up for the premises of this imperfect draft. Hey, you got Bo Brisky as well as your starter. That's a great guy to have in the rotation as a reliever. And then Matthew Liberatore, Justin Sterner, Anthony Gose going up against the St. Louis Redbirds and Joba Chamberlain, 44 stamina, great home run suppression. It's going to be a good first game there. And a Garnick with the St. Louis Redbirds. And at the bottom of the sked, we've got Fargo, Smiley Face Jane, Bowden Francis. Ooh, another ringer here, at least for stamina. 73 from the Toronto Blue Jays. They will be taking on the Sean Saul Wash Park Rangers and Noah Schultz, 49 stamina. Should get you maybe a solid 5 1/3 inning maybe. And in our last matchup, the first chance at the bounty, it will be the Gladiators and Joe Sambito going a few innings before handing it off to the bullpen, taking on the Chameleons, Raider 14 and Morro Bay, John, oh my goodness, Donaldson. Why me? Why do I get to go up against this guy with 108 stamina? Figures. 16 teams? Let's put the highest stamina guy against Lap. He'll really enjoy that. All right. Because of that, I'm not putting Sambito in game 1. I'm putting him in game 2 because I'm pretty much conceding game 1. Gregory Soto, you're going in. Who do I get to face game 2? Okay, I can handle that. Game 2, game 3, we're kind of getting into our game 4 might be a little tough against Chris Sale. and Jose Claus. I'm going to call you Mr. Claus. Okay. 2 pitchers I'm worried about, my number 1 and number 4. So let's see. Who do I not? We'll put Meredith at number 4. My 2 weakest. Coach Weedy, hey, no ideas. He's not listening. he's not listening. Oh no, okay, Zach Thompson. we're putting you at number 1. Soto. If I can keep moving his guy down the rotation, I'll do that. There you go. Zambito's number 3. You go ahead. You move your 108 stamina guy down. Go. There you go. That's how you defeat that. Oh, by the way, I got all lefties going. I just realized that. All right, game 1 is about to come in. Let's see how it goes. Going up against Jay Kirk. We'll wait for this one to come in, and then we'll go through the matrix. And we'll send out the form in just a little bit once we go through the setup for it. All right, the download is in. Good luck, Jay Kirk. It's a long series, best of 7. 10 packs for the bounty. And as I thought, it will be Morro Bay. I pretty much, this was a gimme. You kind of did tear through my bullpen a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitchers. Good thing I have 14. All right, Zach Thompson, valiant effort. Thank you for sacrificing for the team. Now I can put Joe Zambito into the number 2 slot and feel comfortable about that. Maybe Arnie Stone at number 3 now. Meredith and Soto. Yeah, let's go like that. All my home run suppression guys. Zach, you are my worst starter, so thank you again for sacrificing for the team. 12 stamina is not going to make it as a starter, Canley. Or Casey. 11's not going to make it. Yeah, if I could redo this, I would be looking for those high stamina guys. Also, in round number 1, it was the Bananas by Urkainen. The Sun Kings for Hemazin. 3-man rotation. Oh yeah, they're short on pitchers. If they can win in 4, they might be good. But they've got to win in 4. If it goes beyond 4 games, I don't think they have the arms. Even going 4 games is tough. They need long hooks, long hooks on their pitchers. The Pack Attack. Oh, the Pack Attack lose with Nick Martinez. That is the shock of the tournament so far. This guy gives up 5 earned runs in 6 innings. Holy smokes, I would have lost a lot of money on that. Who did they lose to? Dylan Tate? Well, Dylan Tate's pretty good as a shape, but he's nowhere near what Fuss had. Tough loss there. The St. Warrior team, the BO St. Warriors, they managed to get the first win against the Florida Marlins. And in the Battle of San Francisco, it is the Red Shirts. Dalton Jeffries goes 4 innings, and the Red Shirts will take it by a score of 6-2 over Pops Dongoria. But this is one of those type of setups where you could win the first 3 games in reverse sweeps because of the tired pitchers. This is kind of like the pop-ups that Nicolino had over Thanksgiving, where you needed tons of pitchers to go far. You could win 3 games easy, but then your staff is worn out. On the other side of the bracket, it is Georgia on my mind. The Tech with a big victory over Bonnie Lake with 7 runs. That dreaded 9th inning comeback It was 8-2 for Max, and Georgia puts up 7 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Burning through a couple pitchers there. Sam LeClure does not do very well. Neither does Mr. Patterson. Tough loss there for Max LP. 7 runs in the 9th inning. Also had the Orange City White Sox, a close 6-5 game. This one did not require extras. And about 5 or 6 pitchers for each team. 4 innings seems to be the max on a lot of these relievers. I lose again to Morro Bay. And in the last matchup, it is Smiley with a 7-3 victory over Washington Park. Again, 3 or 4 innings. Randy Velarde is your player of the game. So yeah, micromanaging might come into play a little bit if you want to go far in this tournament. And 10 packs if you defeat me. Otherwise, it is going to be the in-game prizes. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. That's got a long way to go. Hopefully, we can get out of that first round. All right. Yeah, this is going to be this is going through the trenches. If there's any quick tournament where you need endurance, it's going to be this one here. Wouldn't be so bad if it was a best of 3, but a best of 7 under these conditions, where if you drafted a lot more pitchers, that means your hitters are going to get tired. I should, yeah, I'm going to, do I want to give away that secret or leave it? Yeah, we got to go back in for a sec. Because in a long series, I don't know if I have the hitters. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's not bad. But let me go and look for a couple of these dudes here. Sean Reynolds can play first, third, left, center, and right. I don't know if I can change him to two-way now. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Okay. Wow. I thought you couldn't do it once the tournament started. Who else can play some other positions? Dylan Lee, only first base. First and left. Okay, we'll put Zach as a two-way player in case I need him off the bench. And anyone else? Soto? Nope. And Ian. Yeah, we'll put Ian. Little trick so that you have a little bit more depth. There we go. A little bit more depth there. Good. Okay, submit. And a better double check, as I always do, just to make sure the team I'm playing is compliant. So that was the Chameleons. Where are you hiding? There you are. Hickman. Donaldson we know is good. Ian Happ is good. Jerry? Yep. Evan Carter. Mookie. Tim. Piggy, yes, for sure. Christian. Oh. Hopefully you benched Christian Villanueva because he is not eligible. He only plays third base. He has not played any games yet. So before this sim comes in, Jay Kirk, please, if you haven't already, put him on the reserve roster, submit it before it fires off. So this guy, again, not eligible to play. Spider, same with Spider. Uh-oh, you got a couple third basemen you got to get rid of quick. Spider is not eligible. And Bob, all 3 of your third basemen, get rid of them. Did they play any games? Oh, no. No. None for Bob. None for Spider. Oh, you got lucky. All three of those players have to go. Joey's good. Jim is good. Jan Gome, yeah, your catchers are fine. Just your 3 third basemen. Yeah, none have played yet. You're lucky. Yeah. As long as you get them over on that reserve roster before this comes in. How did you get away without a third baseman? All 3 of your third basemen not playing. That's why I always do that double check. Yeah, look at they're all on your bench. They didn't even come in to pinch hit. You got lucky. Oh, Piggy's there, yeah. Okay, well we're gonna wait for this sim to come in just to double check. And then if I do happen to win, I'll be taking on either Washington Park or Fargo. It says rosters can't be edited. You should be able to. If you right click, set transaction, send to reserve roster. Or bench for, 100 days. Unfortunately, hopefully those guys did not play, because you did beat me in extra innings 10-6, which is not great for my pitching. Now the moment of truth. Did any of those 3 players play? I think you got lucky again. Oh, man. You had pinch hitters come in. I think. Let's double check here. Did not play. Did not play. Man, I don't know how you got away with this. 2 games. None of those guys came in. So yeah, what you can do is if you go to this screen, it should allow you to drag the player over to reserve roster. Or you go to each player. Although I don't like this method because sometimes it messes up. And if you go to set game strategy and you go to bench player on the right-hand side and you just put 100 days, just make sure you submit team every time you do that with a player, and then it should work. So you are playing with fire, Jay Kirk, but so far it's worked out for you, and you got a 2-0 lead. How are your pitchers doing? Not too bad. I'm not getting a lot of your relievers coming in. Kind of sucks. Let's go back to my strategy. Let's just put a sabermetric one in. Yeah, just bench them that. I don't want to put one of mine to reserve because it might not let me bring them back. So I don't want to attempt that. But yeah, if you just bench them, then that should work. Just don't make the mistake, because so many times when I'm doing my benching, I'll go to a player, set game strategy, and I see the word bench and I put like 1 there and it's the wrong spot. It's over on the right-hand side. How many times I put bench when fatigue instead of bench for a certain number of days? Crazy. Okay, well, hopefully that will work out and you will still be eligible. All right, let's get on to our break here. When we come back, it is Matrix time. We will put the form out after the break. Here is another reminder about all you great people in the community and fellow affiliates for this holiday season. Be back in 3 minutes.
around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house. Oh, yeah.
All right, we are back. We are back. Happy holidays to you and yours out there. I hope you have a safe, enjoyable few days off. For those of you that might have some time off, spend it with the family, the friends, the pets, the game, OOTP. We are heading into the Matrix, folks. That's right. We are diving deep. Which one do you want? Which one are you going to swallow? Which one? Which player is going to perform well today? That's right, Into the Matrix. Again, a series I started last year with Babe Ruth. Did it at the beginning of this year. I modified it a little bit with the Hall of Fame, with OOTP and their partnership with the Hall of Fame. Put in some Hall of Fame players into the Matrix. Had some of you guys design an episode. In fact, that's a channel biscuit redemption. If you want to design an episode with certain players in the Matrix, spend those Hound biscuits and I can work with you to put that into a future episode. But today we have something I'm looking forward to see how they do. We have the Christmas birthday episode. That's right, the Christmas birthday episode. You're saying, well, Lap, what is that? Explain that. Before you put out the Google form, explain what that means. What's up, dog? You better send a letter to Snoop. He spells his name differently. Man, Ezra, always the proofreader. Were you an editor in a former life? Did you work for like Penguin Books? I could see you as a Harlequin romance editor. Yeah. My mom had a lot of those. Okay, how is this going to work? Well, let me explain how it's going to work as we dive into the Matrix. What I've done is I have taken the best war players born on Christmas Day. That's right. Anyone that has played in Major League Baseball born on Christmas Day, they are eligible to be put into the Matrix. One exception, there is going to be one exception, one player who is born today, December 24th. We have to put a birthday boy in from today. And that is because there were not enough catchers born on Christmas. Really, only one notable catcher was born on Christmas Day. So we're going to go through the lineups. Again, this is all based on the highest WAR of players. We got 26 players. They're all going to play on the same team. We put them on the Pittsburgh Pirates team. So we've retired everyone that plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're not going to be in the league. It is only going to be these players here as part of the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. They're going to be called the December 25th Babies. And we've got some cool names as I was researching this, some cool names on there. So I'm going to go through the 26 players first, get to know the players a little bit. If you have any stories, if you remember some of these players, please shout it out, because I'm always curious about how many of you remember these players. One of our pitchers, the last guy to make the team with a .6 career WAR, was Dennis Musgraves. Yeah, full name Dennis Eugene Musgraves, who played one season with the New York Mets, but it was good enough to get him enough WAR to play on this team. Born on December 25th, 1943, 80 years old tomorrow, 81 years old tomorrow. So happy birthday goes out to Dennis, who during his one season wore 3 different numbers. I wonder what the record is for most uniform numbers in 1 year. So Dennis comes in, he plays in 1965 at the age of 21, appears in 5 games, started 1 game, didn't do overly well. Well, I guess he did. He had a .56 ERA, gave up 11 hits. And he makes the team. So happy birthday tomorrow, 81-year-old Dennis Musgraves. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Coach, we couldn't wash the uniforms in time. There's a few other numbers you can give to the guys. That's incredible. 3 numbers in 5 games. Well, how does that happen? Coach, I forgot my uniform at home. Okay, here, take 36. Coach, I forgot my okay, take 41. Yeah, that is I wonder if that could be several call-ups that. Well, I wonder, how do we see, is there a way to see the games he played in game by game somewhere? I don't go a lot into the appearances. My dog ate my uniform, yeah. Because if he played like once a month and he gets caught, sent down, called up, sent down, called up, then I can see that he would have different numbers. There's got to be somewhere you can click that shows the exact games he played in. Pitching game logs. There we go. Oop. Where did that go? Where is it? Pitching game logs. 1965. No, he played all 5 games in July. So it looks like he stuck with the team for the full month. So what a weird career. 1 month player. He has an ERA at .56. I don't know why he didn't get more opportunities. I mean, his last game, he gave up 7 hits in 7 innings pitched, which is still really good. And then just nothing. Looks like it was a double header. Yeah, so he looks like he was an emergency pitcher in a double header. What a weird career, and unfortunate for him that he didn't get more playing time, because he pitched well. Look at that. He gave up no earned runs, 1 earned run in his 7-inning stint, and he's out of the league. I don't know. Maybe he requested a 4th number. Who knows? But he will be in the matrix. Dennis Musgraves will get his chance to pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Next up, Sean Montgomery with a .6 career WAR. Sean Montgomery spent a few years in the league, a couple years with Oakland in the late 90s, made a return a couple years later for Philadelphia, and then finished his career not very well in San Diego. So here you see his statistics. 2 wins, 8 losses, 5 ERA, and 3 saves in 72 games. He wore 4 numbers in his career, 37, Dave Steeves' number, and 53 with Oakland, 57 with Philadelphia, and 27 with the San Diego Padres. Not a player I remember, but we'll get to see Steve Montgomery on the Matrix team today. Next up, 1 career WAR, another Oakland A pitcher, wore 4 numbers in his career, 8 wins and 3 losses for this guy here. 4 seasons, first 2 seasons in Detroit, and then a couple seasons in Oakland. So all his wins came with the Oakland A's, and that's Eric, Ezra, Hilljuice. I'm pronouncing it how it reads to me. Eric Hilljuice, a pitcher for the Oakland A's, will be on the Matrix. Born December 25th. It'll be his 52nd birthday tomorrow from Panorama City. Where is that, Ezra? Or Pops Dongoria? Is that near the beach somewhere? That kind of seems like be like near Huntington Beach. Southern California? So kind of in the Huntington Beach. Yes, Franchise Time Machine. We saw game 1. You scored 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th to win. So sounds like the roller coaster is still going. Next up on the Matrix, we have a more recent pitcher. He's got a career WAR of 1.1. He's had 6 numbers in his career, mostly number 62. Help me out, Ezra. Aniel de los Santos. Aniel de los Santos. Man, that's a tough one. That is not like Mr. Mileage. So 1.1 career WAR. He spent a lot of days at the airport, a lot of days moving around, played with Philadelphia, with Pittsburgh, with Cleveland, San Diego, Yankees, Chicago. This is your suitcase player here. A lot of different teams, but he will be in the Matrix because he is one of our top WAR pitchers that were born on Christmas Day. He's going to be turning 29 years tomorrow from the Dominican Republic, Mr. Santos. Our next pitcher, we're going from low WAR to high WAR with a 1.5. This is like the Oakland A's. We should have put these guys on Oakland. Zach Jackson, who's probably still pitching. Yeah, he's spent a couple years in Oakland. Young guy. He's only wore 1 number 61. He's got 4 wins, 4 losses in his career, and drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays back in 2016 in the 3rd round. Played for the University of Arkansas and born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So Wildcat Bandits, Makadkar. Here's a home player for you guys. Zach Jackson, celebrating his 30th birthday tomorrow as a Christmas baby. Next pitcher. Got some Japanese representation here. Turning 49 years tomorrow, it will be Hideki Okajima. And Hideki had a long career, 17 win, or a pretty good career in terms of wins. 17 wins, 8 losses, 6.8 WAR, by far above the other players we've seen so far. Spent 5 seasons with the Boston Red Sox and then off a season, probably due to injury, I would think, maybe. I don't know. If any of you know why he didn't play in 2012, put it in the chat. And that first player that wore the 3 different numbers in 1 month, Cubs fan Steve says, played in the minors through 1971. Oh, geez, 18-4. Gotta love all relievers. Finished his career in Oakland in 2013, and again had 17 wins in his career. Played in 266 games. From Higashiyama, Japan. Kyoto is his birthplace. Mr. Hideki Okajima will be in the Matrix. Next, we go up to a 7.4 WAR player, 62 wins, 48 losses, a 3.54 ERA, started 144 games, and that is, I remember this guy, of course, from the Montreal Expos, who passed away 13 years ago, Mr. Charlie Lee. Yes, Charlie Lee, who is actually born in France. That I did not know. Born in Orleans, France. Looks like he lived in Tennessee later on in his life. And in terms of his bio, wore 3 different numbers in his career. This is what we pronounced. Okay, good. I got it right. He played most of his career for Montreal. He was an all-star back in 1984. Finished his career with a stint with the Minnesota Twins back in 1988. Charlie Lee, I remember him. I remember him pitching in the early 80s for that Expo team. What could have been, again, in that 1984 season. Looks like a few years off, did not play 85 and 86 in the majors, came back and didn't do too well in his return, although he did pick up 7 wins with Minnesota. So Charlie Lee and his 7.4 WAR going into the Matrix. Good to see you, Brent. We are playing the Matrix here, Brent. The form will be out as soon as we go through our players here. Next up, go back over here. We'll check the bounty after as well. We've got a 9.9 career WAR player, 95 wins, born in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and passed away in 1926. We've got a dead ball player here, George Haddock. Do we have, if anyone has the game open, do we have a card of George Haddock? 9.9 WAR, nicknamed Gentleman George. Played with, what is this, Washington? WHS. Oh, that's in the National League. What team is that? Washington Nationals, yes. Started his career with Washington, played in Buffalo, Boston, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and went back to Washington to finish his career. Again, one of our top WAR pitchers, born on December 25th, eligible for the Matrix. Moving up to our pitcher rotation, here's a guy with an 18.5 WAR, Mr. Ted Lewis. Again, another guy that played in the dead ball era. So Ted Lewis, let's see if we can find his game logs here. Boston and Boston. So the 2 different Boston teams that he played his career on. He was nicknamed Parson. And I did not know they exceeded rookie limits. They had rookie limits even back in 1897. Last game played in 1901 at the age of 28. Born in the UK. Mockinglith. Oh, where's Andy from Sheffield when I need him? Mockinglith, United Kingdom, will be in the Matrix. And our final 2 pitchers, our number 2 pitcher on the staff, Lloyd Brown. You might remember this guy. He is turning he would be about born in 1904. Yeah, he would be 120 right now. Washington, Brooklyn, Cleveland, Boston, SLB, St. Louis Browns, and finished his career in 1940 with Philadelphia. So might remember him as cards from OOTP. I don't know if he has a card in the game now. Lloyd Brown, Gimpy was his nickname, and he was one of our Christmas babies born in Beeville. Oh, A-Dub's got to have this guy on his team. Born in Beeville, Texas, back in 1904. I guess we have two more pitchers. 43.1 WAR, an all-star, WAR number 31 most of his career. Actually, he's the uncle of Bruce Berigny. I'm thinking Berigny, Bruce Berigny. So he's the uncle. And he passed away a few years ago at the age of 91 from Ohio. And he played his career with the St. Louis Browns, Detroit, Kansas City, and finished his career with the Angels back in 1961. Record of 129 wins, 157 losses, 3.73 ERA, 400 plus games, and he made his debut back in 1948. Ned Garver, we've seen perfect team cards of him, will be in the Matrix. And our ace on the staff, born on Christmas Day, Pood Galvin from St. Louis, Missouri. Pood Galvin finished his career with a 73.4 WAR. He is one of our Hall of Fame players born on Christmas Day. So maybe tomorrow we get a Pood Galvin updated card. Maybe. I don't know if we're going to get any Christmas cards. Also won the ERA title at one point. 365 wins, which is synchronicity for days in the year. 310 losses and an overall ERA of 2.85. So Pood Galvin will be our stud pitcher in the Matrix. All right, after the break, we will come back with the hitters. Who will be at the plate? Who was born on Christmas Day? Well, there is a legend amongst the hitters, and we'll talk about that when we come back in 3 minutes. Go check your mail. There might be something here if you live in Canada. They're delivering again. The mail. They're not on strike. And speaking on strike, here's a little OGR.
You better not shop, you better not buy. Don't check out, it won't arrive. Canada Post ain't coming to town. And I just ordered new snowshoes. The workers are pissed, they're all on strike. The unions and the government just wanna fight. Canada Post ain't coming to town.
There's gotta be some way we can blame this on Trudeau.
Saint Nick won't see that wish list. The bills will go unpaid.
They would anyways.
Who cares if you've been bad or good? Your gifts will all be late.
Hey, buddy.
You can be cheap, no one will know. You can just blame it on Canada Post. Canada Post ain't coming to town.
Yeah, your present got lost in the mail.
Stupid cards, no party invites.
Oh.
You can stay home and watch hockey all night.
Friggin' right.
Canada Post ain't coming to town.
There was a party? Oh, sorry, I missed your invite.
The elves are cracking brewskis.
Heck
About
yeah.
the time they get a break.
Friggin' right.
Who cares if you've been bad or good? Your gifts will all be late. You better not shop, you better not buy. Don't check out, it won't arrive. Canada Post ain't coming to town.
Yep, we're right through this year.
The workers are pissed, they're all on strike. The unions and the government just wanna fight. 'Cause Canada Post ain't coming to town.
Oh no.
That's right, I said Canada Post ain't coming to town.
watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling.
All right, we are back here, and let's pop in and take a look at the bounty first of all. 2-2 between me and Jay Kirk. Let's find out who wins the game number 5, and it will go to the Hound by a score of 11-8. So after losing the first 2 games of the series, the Gladiators have come back to wins game 3, 4, and 5 now, as Jay Kirk has got to win the next 2 to stay alive. In the other series, it was the Bananas. Congratulations to the Bananas for sweeping. Moving on to round 2. Pack Attack is down 3-2 to the Sanford Sun Kings. Memphis sweeps the Marlins and will go on to the next round. RCMP, once again, are firing blanks. They cannot defeat their San Francisco rival in the Red Shirts, who move on to round 2. LPs in a back and forth series, Georgia, Bonnie Lake, Georgia, Bonnie Lake, Georgia. And look at these scores, man, they are putting up the numbers. 9-8 in game 1, game 2, 18-4, game 3, 14-9. Then we've got a 29-22 game. Oh boy, these guys like offense. What is this? The NHL in the 80s? And then in the most recent game, oh, this has got to be the game of the series. In extra innings, 26-25. Look at that box score. Georgia Tech is down 8 runs in the 9th inning. Very similar to game 1. And they score 8 in the 9th to tie it. Max scores 4 runs in the top of the 11th, thinking game over, and Georgia, hold my beer, scores 5 to win it. So when you look at game 1 for Georgia, 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th, and then in game number 5, 8 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Georgia has the shamrock working. Look at their pitchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-8. Mike Stanton comes in for the win. Oh man, too bad DishNet can't broadcast this series. St. Louis Redbirds will take out the Orange City White Sox after winning the first game. Orange City will lose the next 4. They are eliminated. I am up 3-2. And in our final matchup, it is a close one between Washington Park and Fargo. Fargo wins game 1, Washington Park game 2 and 3. And we don't see the wild scores until the last game, 18-17. Washington Park almost completes a comeback, scoring 12 in the top of the 9th. But Fargo says, not today, Sean. Not today. And we'll put up 5 runs in the Look at that. 15 runs for Washington Park in 2 innings, 14 runs for Fargo. Late inning explosions here. And my pitching, I've got 14 pitchers, and they're all tired except for my next starter. That's not good. Zach Thompson What's your stamina? 52. Okay, Zach, I'm gonna give you like a 76 pitch. No, I'm gonna let you see if you can go 100 pitches. That's too many. 93. I need a lot of work out of you today, Zach. So we're gonna take off this pitch count here and give Zach his. And then Joe, if we do go to a game 7, I need a pitch count on you. Let's put 55. So I don't have many pitchers. Let's take a look at Bonnie Lake. Yeah. 0, 0, 8, 8, 36, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3, and 0. Georgia Tech is worse. 4, 22. That must be your starter. 2, 8. Man, where's your roster management here? Yeah, a lot of zeros. Well, Bonnie Lake, I think you're going to take this to 7 games. But I feel sorry if you do, because your second round opponent, I think, is waiting. Who would you play in the second round? Yeah, the Redbirds are going to be rested. So enjoy the next 2 games while you can, because you're not going any further. Let's look at the other pitchers. Morro Bay, who I'm playing, they're okay. They might win game number 6. Yeah, I might be in danger because they got John Donaldson pitching. So what I'm going to do, no, I got to keep it like that. Slightly tired. Do I burn out? No, I got to keep it like it is. I got to hope I can win this game. Orange City is out. Pack Attack are still in it. They've got a little bit of pitching reserve. Sanford Sun Kings are, I believe, out. Right? Oh, no. How are they still? They're up 3 games to 2. This is Cinderella. I'm rooting for Hemizin now. Up 3 games to 2, and they've got 7 pitchers. Whereas Max and Franchise have a lot more. Cade Smith is 48%. How do you win 3 games with 7 pitchers? Oh, geez, this game. Savannah, they are moving on, I believe, or are they still in this here? Savannah. They've advanced. They are going to be the most rested team. The Redbirds are going to be rested because they get a couple days off. So they should be coming back strong. They play the winner of Max and Franchise. Ezra has a couple days off now, so he should be coming back strong. Walking in Memphis, I believe they've advanced, haven't they? Yes, they have. They swept. So Ezra is going to be playing Walking in Memphis, and they should both be pretty rested. And then we got to check out Fargo and Sean. Sean's in trouble with his pitching. And Fargo in trouble. So that one could go either way. Well, we might as well wait for game number 6 to come in. Hopefully, I really, really want that 1 day of rest. I guess chemistry is the thing here. I've got 10.76. But Hemizin, man, you are You win manager of the year if you can win round one with 7 pitchers. Over under on max and franchise in this game. Over under 50.5. I'm going with the over. Mind you, let's take a look at their hitters. Max has some tired players. Georgia. See, that's the problem, because your hitters are going to go to bat more and they're going to get even more tired. Okay, well, Jay Kirk has evened up the series. Charlie Hickman gets a couple home runs, Mookie Betts with a dinger, and it is a 12-2 victory. We are going to Game 7, which means I'm not likely to get out of round 2 if I do advance, because I will not get that day of rest. The worst possible situation is I lose game number 6. How do the other games go? Hussmucker ties it up. They are going 7 games after a 26-9 victory. Yep, I called it. We're going 7. As Bonnie Lake takes advantage of the... Oh, boy. Yes, the over did it. 67 runs. And that's not even the cool thing. The cool thing is it was a 1-run game. They're both so pathetically bad. 10 runs for Bonnie Lake. Oh, no. Georgia puts up 14. I'm just amazed that the last 3 innings were low scoring. Georgia has a chance to clinch. They could get a day of rest. They take the lead 33-31, and then Bonnie Lake in the bottom of the 9th. Home run by Mr. Perez. Oh my goodness. Look at this, Bonnie Lake. 10 RBIs. He wants to renegotiate his contract, including the 3-run home run to win it for you in the bottom of the 9th inning. That is an amazing look at that. I don't know what's going to happen in Game 9 or Game 7. And Fargo will get that one treasured day of rest as they win 39-34. Would have been lovely to see a Game 7 there. So now my pitching is better this game, actually, because I've got 4 fairly tired and 1 rested. Bonnie Lake sunk. They're drowning. Do they have anyone above 0? That's what I want to know. Oh, please all be 0. Oh, well, I guess he's your starter. That makes sense. Everyone be 0. Yes. Bo has 16 and your starter has 25. You've got a combined 41% from your entire roster. And it's probably going to be worse for Georgia Tech. Yep. 7. Is it going to be over 41? 27. 40. 40 total so far. 44. Okay, so 44% compared to 41. I'm calling Georgia Tech by 5 runs in this game. Let's take a look at their batters here. Bonnie Lake, they're not too bad. And Georgia, it's going to be close. Over under 60.5. I'm still going with the over. So we have 1, 2, 3 game sevens coming up. The other game seven, 26-9 for the Pack Attack. So they got a little momentum. Sanford down to 7 pitchers. This is where I think their reign is over, because look at that. Sanford won the first 3 games. Remember how I said that if they can win in 4, they're in good shape? They didn't win in 4. Pack Attack has put up 33, 25, and 26. I'm sorry, Sanford, but I think this is a shoe-in for Pack Attack. But at least you wore them down for the Bananas. I don't think they're going to get by the Bananas if they win Game 7. You got to try some sort of miracle. Oh, you know what you should have done? Once you lost Game 5, you should have benched every single pitcher except for one, so that they'd be rested for Game 7. That way you would have had, I think, a chance. My opposition, man, still. Josh Donald, what, didn't he pitch last game? How did that happen? I thought he was scheduled to pitch net last game. Pitching, game log. He did. Oh, that says a right fielder he's rested. Woo! I thought there's no way he gets to pitch. So I'm going up against Junis. All right, well, we got to wait. We got to see this one out. We got to wait a couple minutes here, because this has just been an incredible bounty so far. And then we'll get back to the Matrix. Brent, thank you for re-upping your sub. 14 months with the channel. Thank you so much, Brent. And yes, the Tim's run will come back after we head to our next break. So stay tuned for that. And this has just been amazing. Take a look at some of the stats here. How do we have a pitcher with a 0 ERA? Oh, no, that's a second baseman. I'm not on pitchers here. I thought this would be a lot higher. 5 home runs is leading the tournament. Pitching leaders, there's not going to be any from Bonnie Lake or Georgia. And our team statistics. Go figure. Walking in Memphis and Bonnie Lake have given up the most runs. 256 divided by 6 is something. What is that? How many runs is the average? 256 divided by 6. Well, yeah, that's kind of like runs given up anyway. That's runs scored. So one team scores and the other team gives it up. So to me, but mind you, they might not all be earned runs. We go to pitching statistics. 122 and 108 earned runs. So 230. 230 divided by 6 is like 36 runs a game on average. That's earned runs. But runs total would be 43. Fiddle. Thank you, Fiddle. Thank you for the math. 43.3. What do we got for stolen bases? 12 for Washington Park. 10 for Rocky Mountain. I did crank up my stolen bases a bit. So did Bonnie Lake. Crank it up again. For game number 7 is about to come in. We're not going to watch it because it will take an hour with all the runs scored. So we'll just hide the scores and wait for the sim to come in. And then we will get back to the matrix. Well, good luck, Jay Kirk. Jay Kirk has a chance to win 10 packs here. Raider 14 is the username, so I will write that down just in case. Raider 14. Okay, let's remove that. No spoilers. Again, I'm thinking it's going to be more than 60 runs for franchise and Bonnie Lake. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? 13-8 after 8 innings, and in the 9th inning, 14-8. And congratulations go to Raider 14 as you have claimed the wild and wacky bounty in 7 games. Thought I had you when I went up 3 games to 2, but your pitching management was much better than mine. So everyone's playing for in-game packs now as you continue this wild, wacky tournament. Savannah will go up against the Pack Attack, who do win game number 7, 26-7, very similar to game number 6. Memphis will go up against the Starfleet Red Shirts, and it will be, I called it, Bonnie Lake going to game 7, and in game 7, they take it. A blowout, 55 runs and 59 hits between the two teams. Georgia Tech had a couple less pitchers, and it cost Georgia 10 different pitchers, including their catcher, who had to pitch. Woody Held had to pitch. McDougal had to pitch. So they had to use 3 non-pitchers, which gave up 10 earned runs, which could have been the ball game. So congratulations. That was one of the more entertaining matchups we've had in a bounty. That was crazy. So total runs scored was, what was it? 256 plus another 55, 309? No. 311, I think, total runs. Crazy. So, Bonnie Lake, good luck playing St. Louis. Have fun with that one. And the other game 7, this was the one I was in. And you will be playing, Jay Kirk will be playing Fargo. All right. That definitely was something. Okay. Here comes our break. After the break, it is time for the Matrix. I'll put out the form. Been a little later getting to it, but how could we not check in on that bounty, the wild and crazy bounty? All right, guys, back in 3 minutes time. This one's for you, Brent. Spending your Hound Biscuits. A little bit of Tim's Run.
What do you say, boys? Tim's Run? Let's go. What a year. Boy, it sucked. We could use a pick-me-up. Let's go. Friggin' rice, let's go. Ooh, heck yeah, bud. And I think I know just the spot where the coffee's always fresh and hot. And the donuts? Oh, don't get me started on those donuts. Life's alright in the red and the white up north, if you know what I mean. If I need a brew or just something to do, well, bud, you know where I'll be.
Let's go.
I'm headed on a Tim's run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up.
Oh, heck yeah, bud. Grab me an ice cap.
Double doubles and some donuts. Tell me if you want some. I'm headed on a Tim's run.
Hey, you better grab me a honey cruller, too.
I'm headed on a Tim's run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up.
Ooh, heck yeah, bud.
Double doubles and some donuts. Tell me if you want some. I'm headed on a Tim's run.
All right, let me tell you what I'll have. Double chocolate, honey dip, 25 pack of Timbits and a breakfast biscuit. Actually, you know, make it 2 biscuits. Ice cap with chocolate melt, a Boston cream and a bagel belt. And I can't forget 4 double doubles for the folks back home.
Life's alright in a red and a white up north, if you know what I mean.
Greatest country in the world, boys.
If I need a brew or just something to do, well, bud, you know where I'll be.
Let's go.
I'm headed on a Tim's run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up.
How about an everything bagel, actually?
Double doubles and some donuts. Tell me if you want some. I'm headed on a Tim's run.
And, you know, just a couple more things. Hey, I'll have a honey cruller, apple fritter, vanilla dip, with extra sprinkles, a couple of those sour cream glazed, and don't forget, old-fashioned plain, peach drink with a farmer's wrap, and hockey cards, a couple packs, and whatever the guy behind me will have. It's on me. And whatever you guys will have. Just drop a comment with your order, and I'll make sure to pick it up for you. Don't worry, it's on me.
All right. Thank you, Brent, for the Hound Biscuit redemption there for Tim's Run. Again, we'll have that exclusive interview with OGR Scintilla. And if you want to check out his other work, there is his YouTube channel there. Check out OGR Scintilla and the interview that Baffle and I did with him last week. We'll show you either part of it on a Thursday or on Friday. I think you guys are going to enjoy getting to know OGR a little bit more. Okay, let's get back to the Matrix. Now that the bounty has been claimed by Raider 14, enjoy those 10 packs. It may take a while to get there because of the Christmas holidays, so you may not get them until later in the week, but at some point they should arrive in your account. Giving away 25 packs for the Matrix, guessing how you think this team is going to be. We've gone through all the pictures already. These are all players that were born on Christmas Day. And speaking of Christmas and giving, thank you so much, Bender Guy 1 with the Prime subscription. So thank you, Bender. Welcome, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful holiday here. Welcome to the Dog Pound.
Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
Thank you so much. Futurama is where I guess that username comes from. One of the great cartoons of the past. Thank you so much, Bender Guy 1. Feel free to say hi once in a while. I've seen you in chat from time to time. Thank you again so much for the holiday sub. All right. Our hitters, very quickly, we're going to go through these. Again, we're taking all the top war players that were born on Christmas Day. Turning 64 years tomorrow will be Tom O'Malley. You might remember Tom O'Malley from the Baltimore Orioles in the 80s. Also played a season in Montreal. Finished his career with the New York Mets in 1990. Started, though, as a San Francisco Giant. I'm curious if our Giant fans out there remember Mr. Tom O'Malley as part of their team back in the 80s. What do we got? Was that Timmy's this morning? No way. Let's go. Tim Hortons World Junior Hockey Donuts. Yes, that gets underway usually on Boxing Day. The World Juniors players 18 and younger participate in that tournament. Might be 19 and younger, but the young guys. Canada, always one of the favorites. Of course, U.S. is always a thorn in the side many years. And then we have some European teams that play very well. Yes, thank you once again, Bender Guy. All the best to you, and have a wonderful, wonderful next few days. So yes, Tom O'Malley, if you do remember him, he was drafted by the San Francisco Giants in the 16th round in 1979. Kind of made his debut or drafted very close to Dave Stieb. I think Stieb was drafted a year earlier, if I remember. Still around. He is born in Orange, New Jersey. And like I said, having a birthday tomorrow, as all these players are. Next up, one of our catchers, Quincy Troop. Yes, we do have an NEL player born on Christmas Day back in Georgia in 1912. Quincy was an 8-time All-Star, played in the 1945 World Series, had a WAR of 1.8. And again, most of his play was in the NEL leagues, but did play with Cleveland back in 1952. So eligible for the team, Christmas baby, Troop. Yes, Quincy Troop, one of our catchers. Next, Matrix player, only wore one number in his career, only played for Washington and the Chicago White Sox, and that was Red Barnes. Now, when I was researching these and finding all the players, I thought, what did he do to deserve that from his parents? And why hasn't Spore put out this card? Have we ever had a Red Barnes? I mean, let me guess, he was from rural Alabama, and his parents were farmers. Hey, we have a kid. We have a kid. The kid's born. What do you want to call it, honey? Oh, I don't know. I got to go out to the Red Barn. I got to go check out on the cattle. That's a great name, honey. We're going to call him Red Barn. Cousin of Sam Barnes. And his real name, though, is Emil. So his parents did not name him Red. Emil was his real name. And born on December 25th, 1903. He is in the Matrix. Our next highest WAR player, Barry McCormick. Every team needs a Barry. Born in 1874, dead ball player, played for the Cubs in the late 1800s, and then spent some time with the Browns and finished his career with Washington. So Mr. McCormick had a 3.0 WAR, and he is part of our Matrix, third base, second base, and shortstop. Our next Matrix player, more recent, Garrett Cooper, who will be turning 34 years young tomorrow, nickname Koopa Loop. Must have liked Willy Wonka. Koopa Loop is his nickname. He's worn a lot of numbers, 64, 30, 26, 24, 41, and 28 in his career, 3.4 WAR, and he has played with the Yankees, the Miami, San Diego, Chicago, and Boston last year, or this year, I guess. So still playing baseball, first baseman, right fielder, Mr. Garrett Cooper, drafted by the Brewers back in 2013. Next up, Gene Robertson, third baseman. If you remember Gene Robertson, he did play in the 1928 World Series. You might have caught that on ESPN back in 1928. Also played a lot of his career for the St. Louis Browns. Also played in Brooklyn, and 4.7 WAR in over 2,000 at-bats. Born in Fallon, Nevada, Mr. Gene Robertson is on the Matrix team. Willie Taveras, a more modern player again. He will be turning 43 years old tomorrow. All the best to Willie. Born in the Dominican Republic, WAR number 1 and 3 during his career, a 5.1 WAR. Played in Houston, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Washington. So Gorgo will remember Willie. Sean will remember Willie. And D. Dempsey is a Texas fan, but will remember Willie playing in Houston. So there you go with a 5.1 WAR. Center fielder Willie Taveras will be in the Matrix. Next up, we have second baseman and third baseman. We see this card every year. Maury Rath, 10.3 WAR. Played back in the 20s and 30s, I believe. Born in 1887 in Mobeetie, Texas. Mobeetie, Texas. Played with Philadelphia, Cleveland, Chicago, and then ended his career in Cincinnati. So didn't play during World War I, so I don't know if he served in the war. Probably, as he returned in 1919. And he is one of our highest WAR Christmas babies at 10.3. Mr. Maury Rath. Next up, in the Matrix, Manny Atrillo. Cub fan Steve should remember him. He wore a lot of numbers. For Chicago, I believe he wore number 8 and 17. Played with Oakland, was an all-star in Chicago. Played in Philadelphia, Cleveland, Montreal, San Francisco. Went back to the Cubs and ended his career in 1989. What do you remember, Cub fan Steve? What kind of stands out to you about Manny Trio and how he played the game? He will be turning 74 tomorrow. So those of you that are, over 70, you guys kind of the same generation as Manny Trio. Tall guy, but lean, it looks like. Not really a home run guy, never hit more than 10 home runs in a season. Kind of a gap guy, did have some doubles. Most hits he had, 155 back with Philadelphia. And was a 4-time All-Star. Just above average, versatile player. So he's one of these guys that can have that super utility card, huh? Second base, third base, first base. From Venezuela. Debuted in 1973. And finished playing in 1989. Kind of interesting. He came full circle there. His last game was against the Chicago Cubs, where he went 0 for 4. So he will be in the Matrix with an overall WAR of 11.3. Next up, William Contreras. This is the only guy that was not born on Christmas Day. I had to get another catcher. There was only one catcher eligible. That was Quincy Troop. So I just looked up players that were born on Christmas Eve, and that would be this guy here. Happy birthday. 27 years old today. William Contreras will be the second catcher. War number 60 and 24, a career WAR of 11.4, and has spent 3 years in Atlanta and 2 with the Milwaukee Braves. Of course, we know the OOTP perfect card for Mr. William Contreras. So second catcher. 4 more players as we move up in the WAR. This guy had a WAR of 19. Born in 1908 on Christmas Day. Lived to the age of 92. Yes, up until the early 2000s. The Ghost was his nickname. Played for the Giants all of his career. Was a 6-time All-Star with the New York Giants. And loyal right to the team. Team looks like they were loyal to him. Almost a 300 batting average, including some stolen bases. From Bryan, Texas. Actually from Gauss, Texas. Mr. Joe Moore in left field. And our top 3 WAR hitters, Ben Chapman with a WAR of 42.7. I believe he does have an OOTP card this year already. That name looks familiar. From Nashville, Tennessee. Born on Christmas Day, 1908. Played with the Yankees most of his career but did spend some time in Washington, Boston, Cleveland, Chicago White Sox, Brooklyn, and Philadelphia. So he moved around quite a bit in the last 10 years of his career, and made his debut against Philadelphia, going 0 for 4. And in his last game against Brooklyn, he pitched 1 2/3 inning. Mr. Ben Chapman, our third highest WAR player in the Matrix as a hitter. Top 2 are good ones and Hall of Famers. Our only Hall of Fame pitcher was Pooh DeGalvin. Our second Hall of Famer, Nellie Fox. Nellie was born December 25th, 1927 in St. Thomas, Pennsylvania. And Nellie wore a lot of numbers, ending off with number 2 with the Chicago White Sox, the Houston Colts, and the Houston Astros. Began his career with the Athletics, played till 1949 with the Athletics, went to the White Sox, and then to Houston. So big WAR, 49.4, Hall of Famer. Look at all those All-Stars with the Chicago White Sox, where he spent most of his career. And yeah, he was a legend. He is a legend. Finishing top in at-bats for many years that he played. First in plate appearances, first in games played, first in defensive WAR one season, first in sacrifice hits, first in hit by pitch back in 1955. And look at that at-bats per strikeout. Look at that run of first place. Mr. Nellie Fox, one of the fun cards always in the game, is in the Matrix. And folks, yes, MVP, he was Hall of Fame and MVP most valuable player back in, I think it was 59. Should be on here somewhere. Let's see, trophies. There we go. 1997, voted in by the Veterans Association. Played in 15 All-Star games, 9 awards, and yes, was the MVP of the AL in 1959. But AL MVP, yes, in 1959. So there you go. 3 Gold Gloves as well. Looking forward to see how he does. Nellie Fox in the game. And who is our last Christmas baby? Any guesses? Hall of Famer. Has been in the news recently and is a fan favorite of a big part of OOTP's player base. Our last Matrix player is, you got it, Rickey Henderson. What a great honor to Rickey and a celebration of his life, of his career, as he is coming in to play in the Matrix with all the other Christmas babies. Rickey would have been 66 years old tomorrow. Again, just a sad situation. Look at all the teams and numbers that he's played with over his career. 39, 35, 14 with Toronto, and 23, same season, or 24. Oh man, Rickey Henderson. Don't know if there'll ever be another player like Rickey. He had the personality, he had the skills, he had the speed, he had the defense, he had the hitting. Yeah, Rickey Henderson. Take a look at his awards. 7 awards in his career. All-Star 5 different times. He was the 1989 ALCS MVP, and he was the MVP of the 1990 season. First place in WAR, 3 seasons there. First place in on-base percentage back in 90. What a great 1990 season that he had. Stolen bases, look at that. I don't know what happened. Who got it in 1987? He had a streak from 1980 up till 1991 of most stolen bases. Someone please tell me. Harold Reynolds did, huh? Wonder if we can go back. Previous season. Batting leaders. There it is. Yeah, good job there, Max. Henderson only had 41 that season. He must have had some sort of nagging injury or something. He got hurt. Okay, he got hurt. Ricky called Harold the next day and told him he'd have 60 by the break. Yeah. Willie Wilson, Gary Reedus, Paul Molitor, and then Ricky. So what, quite the streak that he had. So born on Christmas Day, he gets to play in the Matrix. Mr. Ricky Henderson out of Chicago, Illinois. Started in his career back in June of 1979. Went 2 for 4 with a stolen base in his very first game against Texas, and finished his career against the San Francisco Giants at the age of 44 in September of 2003. What a career, what a player. Ricky Henderson in the Matrix. All right, so now that we've introduced you to all the players, again, our Matrix episode today that we're going to run through all the top war players that were born on Christmas Day. And yesterday, if you watched the end of my stream, you would have seen that I did buy 12 historical rainbow packs. And I said I was going to open them today. However, I am going to hang on to them until Thursday, because tomorrow is Christmas Day. Tomorrow is Ricky Henderson's birthday. Ricky Henderson was not given a tribute card. Ricky Henderson was not part of the mission set yesterday. I'm not that good at math, but I think maybe tomorrow we get to see Ricky. And I have no insider information at all. It seems that would be, and there was a teaser that Sporer put out last week that there would be Mission Mondays and a Christmas surprise, something to that effect. So I'm going to hang on to my rainbow historical packs, because if there is a Ricky card tomorrow, or a Ned Garvin card tomorrow, or a Nellie Fox card tomorrow, or any other Christmas baby tomorrow, I want to have a chance to get them in those rainbow historical packs. So they will not be cracked today. I spent 1.5 million perfect points on 12 historical rainbow packs on my pack-only team. So I think we're going to crack those on Thursday, just in case. I'd hate to crack them and then tomorrow we get a couple legends. I don't want to do that. All right. So this is what our team looks like before you put in your bets to try and win up to 25 packs. I've replaced the Pittsburgh Pirates with the December 25th babies. Now the AI will control everything once we start simming, but here you can see what the AI has in for their pitching. Bud Galvin, George Haddock, Charlie Lee, Eric Hilljuice, and Ned Garver as their number 5, with Zach Jackson, Hideki Okajami, Santos, Musgraves, Lloyd Brown, Montgomery, and Ted Lewis. All Christmas babies in the rotation. Our hitters, this is what it's looking like. Contreras and Troop as the catchers. Cooper, Nellie Fox, Maury Rath, Manny Trillo, Tom O'Malley, Gene Robertson, McCormick, Ricky, Tavares, Chapman. Ricky will be hitting number 3 so far. All Christmas babies as our hitters. And Sporer, where the heck is our red barn card? Why don't we have a red barn? Could you imagine the artwork? So yes, it's going to be fun to see how these players do. So as the break kicks in, feel free to fill out your matrix form. I just want to pin it in the chat here. Let me put it in. And then you guys can fill it out over the break. Choose wisely. Go, and there we go. This should give you access. If you have any issues, let me know. All right, we are going to take our break, fill out the matrix form, and then we'll sim out the 2024 season with our Christmas babies when we get back. Back in a few minutes.
Open my eyes, I step through the.
I've never cared much for winter. Ice and snow leaves me totally cold. But something's up each year in December. I love it like a miner loves gold. It's never about the presents, the turkey or the Christmas tree. It's all about that glow in my baby's eyes that lights a fire inside of me. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Just listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her. Oh, the deeds that I do to please her, ain't a thing that I wouldn't do. I give my babe whatever she wants. I catch a reindeer if she wants me to. My baby's got a thing for Santa. She blushes and she giggles whenever he's near. I've grown myself a beard in time for Christmas. I keep it throughout the year. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her. I must admit it's starting to grow on me too. Baby's crazy about Christmas. She's crazy about Christmas. She's crazy this Christmas. She whispers in my ear, hey Santa, come here. Please make my wish come true.
All right, welcome back, everyone, for the last half hour of the show here as we get to the meat of the program and we get to see how the Christmas babies all do on one team together. That's right. Everyone playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates this season in 2024 has been retired, and everyone that has been born in on December 25th with a highest WAR. I took the 26 highest WAR players, making sure I had enough pitchers and hitters. And I had one player that was born today because I needed a second catcher, William Contreras. So the Christmas babies and the Christmas Eve baby all playing together on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Franchise time machine has warped them all into the present day. And we've kind of taken their peak years of their career, kind of with their highest WAR years as the years that I've chosen for the Matrix. We only have 7 entries, so you guys have a pretty good shot of winning. If you haven't filled it out, fill it out now. Time is running short. There it is one more time. We'll give you 3 more minutes before we start simming and end off the Google form. Thank you again so much for being here, guys, and spending this time with me on Christmas Eve. And don't forget, the main channel will be running their Christmas Yule log for most of the day. It'll go probably well into the evening. So you have a chance to get your drops there at some point. But hopefully you stick around till the end of the show. I put some time and effort into creating this Matrix series for you guys. I think it's going to be fun. I'm curious to see how it goes. And like I said, who knows tomorrow if we do get a Christmas surprise. I mean, they could be saving Ricky for kind of later in the cycle, but we did get a Ricky Henderson, OOTP 23. Remember that Christmas card we got? And I just think it's I think we're going to get one tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get any other players, but I just think Ricky's coming. I just have that feeling we're going to see a Ricky Henderson card. So again, here is the lineup for the hitters. Here are the pitchers. We let the AI control everything. You make your predictions. Remember, we start on April 1st. And at that time, Pittsburgh was 4-0. So they already have 4 wins without the Matrix babies on there. And I put them in the Central Division just because that's always a very tough, very even division. I don't think they'd have much of a chance in the other division. So I thought this was their best chance of making the playoff in the Central. You just open the gold, Ricky. Well, synchronicity, take a drink. Cheers to you. Remember, less than 3 months left to go in OOTP 25. If they stick to their usual release schedule of mid-March, we got less than 3 months. You can't bring the cards out too late. You can't bring them out like in mid-February because the game's almost done. So between now and early February, we're going to see the Hank Aaron. We're going to see all these peak cards come out. So why not? Why not bring out Rick tomorrow? All right, closing off in 30 seconds. If you're still filling out the Matrix form, you got 30 seconds, or let me know in chat that you're filling it out. You got a good chance. 2 winners, first place and second place. Only 9 respondents. Which, again, kind of a little disappointing. Not going to lie. Kind of disappointing. We only got 10 people. But it is my fault. I did leave this until the very end, and a lot of people have their drops and are doing other things. It is Christmas Eve, by the way. We got Max. We got Big Fat Man, 87. Fussmucker, Caracas, Abrac, Kynan, Yokido, Timland, and Kirkaby. And then just got one in from Franchise Time Machine. So 10 entries. Yeah, really excited to see how this go, Jay Kirk. Raider 14, the winner of the bounty today. And I wonder if Max LP got swept in round number 2. In it to win it. Wing, which one are you? Are you Abrac? Are you Caracas? Are you Big Fat Man? You did get, it wasn't close. Yeah, I figured. But hey, you got the championship belt over franchise. You can hold that over franchise's head. You're Big Fat Man. Okay. All right, closing off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. By the way, if you do Google Forms, they changed it up. Took me a while to figure out how to get this going. They moved things around a little bit on Google Forms with the publishing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close it off. Okay, 10 entries. Let's create our sheet here. $15 packs for first place and 10 packs for second. Will the babies make the playoffs? 90% of you. So this could be over easy. If they don't make the playoffs, whoever said no will win the 15 packs. Will they make the World Series? 3 out of 10 think they're going to make the World Series. 70% of people think that they're going to have between 91 and 109 wins. Stolen base for Ricky, 60 plus. Remember, this is the 2024 environment. How many wins for Pood? 40% of you think 18 to 20. Strikeouts for Ned Garver, 100 to 139. Nellie Fox, how many hits will he get? 150 to 169. And then the tiebreaker, the combined WAR of all 4 of the Matrix players, anywhere from 93.2 all the way down to 5. That's quite the range there. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's get to it. It is time for the Matrix. So what we're going to do, we're going to sim the first month. Been a while since I did this. I have to remember where all the base game buttons are. Again, if the Pirates or the Babies, the AI chooses to demote players or bring other players up, I don't have any control over that. We're just going to let it happen. Remember, some of these players I put in had a very low WAR. I did delete all the MLB Pirates and all the AAA Pirates. So I did kind of get rid of most of their good roster, but they may bring up someone from a lower level. The Babies are currently 19 and 12 after the first month. So they got off to a pretty good start. Food is 2 and 2. George Haddock 3 and 2. Charlie Lee is 3 and 1. Lloyd Brown was moved into the starting rotation. And Ned Garver, who they're using as a pitcher, is 0 and 4. Zach Johnson in the bullpen, our Christmas baby, has 8 saves. He's doing well. So not bad by our pitchers. And our hitters. What do we got here? Let's check our Hall of Famer, Ricky Henderson. Hitting .258. No stolen bases. Ricky is being held back by the Pittsburgh manager. He's only tried one time. 31-year-old Ricky Henderson. He had 52 back in 1989. He had 77 back in 1989. So he's definitely capable of it. But the manager has said, no, Ricky, we don't want you running. In fact, we do have some players with stolen bases. Maury Rath has 4. only hitting 193. And our other big WAR player, Nellie Fox, he's got 26 hits, on pace for 136, hitting 289 with 1 stolen base. And Ricky right now is hitting 3rd, not hitting 1st. So that might impact his stolen bases a little bit. So after the first month, 258 average, 25 hits, 8 doubles, couple home runs, and 7 RBIs. All right, let Ricky run. Let's go to the next month. We go to the end of May. Nick Lodolo has the best ERA. Well, way to go, Nick Lodolo. All right, May is done. Let's head back into the overall standings. Our December babies are in a big race here in the NL Central. Currently half a game up on the Reds and half a game up on the Brewers. So kind of a situation where if they don't win the division, they're going to be really, it's going to be tough for them to make the playoffs. They're going to be division or bust. We're only at the end of May so far. Pitching wise, Pud has 3 wins. George, 4 wins, 3 wins for Charlie Lee still, and 2 wins for Ned Garver. Zach Jackson still rocking it in the bullpen with a 1-1 record and 10 saves. Only blown 2 saves all season for the Christmas babies. Our hitters, Nellie Fox is now hitting 322. He had a great May. 322 average. He's got 59 hits, on pace for 168. No home runs and 3 stolen bases for Nellie Fox. Maury is hitting 199. He is struggling, but he does have 12 stolen bases in 13 attempts. So he's killing it on the base paths. And Ricky had a good May. Ricky has 10 stolen bases now. He's got his legs under his feet. He's got 7 home runs. He's hitting 263. He's only on pace for 28 stolen bases, but he got 10 last month. So maybe that's going to pick up a little bit. We can see at his game log, he's got currently a 5-game hitting streak going on right now. And every once in a while, I like to look at the streaks. Our December 25th baby catcher, William Contreras, leads the league right now with a 15-game hitting streak, which is done now. So he's tied with Guerrero Jr. and Hernandez, 15-game hitting streak. Any other streaks here by our Christmas babies? Not seeing any. Ricky Henderson currently has a 10-game stolen base streak. So he's in the top 5. He can break into the top 3 with he can actually tie Maury Rath. Maury Rath had an 11-game stolen base streak. Where was that? Somewhere here. Stolen bases. Right here. So yeah, Ricky Henderson starting to pick it up on the base paths. In terms of our batting leaders, do we have anyone from our team in the top position? Let's just look at the NL. Nellie Fox is 5th in average. Nellie Fox 3rd in OBP. Not seeing many others there. All right, so let's see how this goes into the next month. We are currently half a game up in the division in the Central. We go to the end of June. Vlad Guerrero Jr., hope they sign him. I don't know if you guys caught the news yesterday, but apparently Vlad Guerrero Jr. did an interview, and he gave out a lot of kind of details about how his contract negotiation is going. He basically said he was offered a contract after the Soto signing, which he turned down. And back in 2021, I think, the Blue Jays offered him a 7-year deal at $150 million, which he turned down. And after the Ohtani signing, he said he raised his number. And after the Soto signing, he raised his number again. So Vlad apparently has given the Blue Jays a number. And he has said to the Blue Jays, if you meet this number, I will sign the contract right now. He said, it's in your court. He said, I'm willing to negotiate up until the first day of spring training. If I don't have a contract by the first day of spring training, I'm going to free agency, is what he's told the Blue Jays. We know the Blue Jays have the money. They tried with Ohtani. They tried with Soto. They have the money. If they want to make a wild card spot, they need 3 free agents: Corbin Burnes, Hernandez. There's Pete Alonso still out there. Of course, there's Vlad. They're going to lose a large part of their revenue from tickets if they don't get some free agents and Vlad very soon. If they go to spring training without Vlad signed, he's walking. Blue Jay management, come on. He did say he's had good conversations with him. He's not trashing Blue Jay management. He said they're very upfront. He said they don't pull any punches. He said they tell you how it is, which he respects. But he's got a number. He's given them a number for years and for money. And if they offer it to him, he's going to sign. But he's still willing to negotiate up until spring training. So there is your Vlad Guerrero Jr. update for the Blue Jays. All right, here we are at the beginning of July. In terms of the overall record, where are the Pirates/Babies? They are 1 game back of the Reds, still over 500, and they're also 1 game back of the wild card. So again, you need to kind of win the division. Pood is 6-6, Haddock 7-6, Lloyd Brown struggling 1-7, Charlie Lee 5-7, Ned Garver 4-7, Zach Jackson now has 14 saves for the Babies, and our hitters, Nellie Fox 318 average, having a great year, 2.1 WAR so far, 29-year-old. We also have Ricky, 15 stolen bases, so he had 5 stolen bases in June, on pace for 29. He has raised his average to 275. And let's find out if he's reached any of that streak we were looking at for stolen bases. Yes, Ricky Henderson is now tied with Scott II and Acuna Jr. with 15 consecutive stolen bases. And his streak and Scott's streaks are still active. So way to go, Ricky Henderson. That's the Ricky we thought we would see. Unfortunately, he's playing in the 2024 environment, so that is going to tamper down his stolen bases. William Contreras and Hernandez, most consecutive hitting streak at 15, which have both ended. And other than that, don't see a lot of the Babies up there. Well, let's go to the All-Star game. Let's see if any of our Babies make the 2024 All-Star game. Thank you, Bob Dob Bolina. Bob Dob Bolina, thank you for the follow a few minutes ago. Welcome to the Dog Pound. Hope you're enjoying your Christmas Eve. The babies are now 3 games back at the All-Star break. They're falling behind. Might not be tough to declare a winner here. Only one manager said they won't make the playoffs, even though they have Ricky. Let's check out the All-Star game rosters. I'm going to say we have 2 representatives. For the National League, we have Michael Harris, Xander Bogaerts, Austin Riley, Matt Olson, Mookie Betts, Lindor, Will Smith, Hernandez, and Bryce Harper as our starters, and Adrian Hauser is your starting NL pitcher. On the bench for the NL, let's take a look. Yes, our baby catcher, William Contreras, is the backup catcher. Anyone else? I said we'd get 2. Doesn't look like it for hitters. No Ricky. And for pitchers, we did get a representative. George Gentleman Haddock will represent the babies in the All-Star game. And that will be it. We do have 2 representatives. So George Haddock and William Contreras are December 25th babies. We're going to sim the entire game, and we'll take a look at the box score. The AL will win 8-6. Contreras will come in as a defensive replacement, it looks like. No at-bats. And pitching-wise, Mr. Haddock comes in to finish the game, 1 hit and 1 earned run. Your MVP of the 2024 All-Star Game is Matt Olson. All right, let's go to the end of July. Mr. Bob Dobalina from Zilch. Is that a famous person? Dobalina? What is the franchise? Educate me. What am I missing? Who is Bob Dobalina? Oh, from the Monkees. Okay. Welcome. I don't have any Monkees music because you know it's copyright. So here we are at the end of July and the December 25th babies. If you're just joining in, we are in the matrix where we've taken all the players born on December 25th with the highest WAR, and we put them all on one team. And if you like this kind of base game play, check out this guy right here who does a lot of similar broadcasting on his Twitch channel. And in fact, on Friday evening for a marathon of 8 to 10 hours, Franchise Time Machine is going to be doing his 200,000th, 200,000, if only, right? He's going to be doing his 200th stream on Twitch. So check out Franchise Time Machine on Friday. He'll be coming up at some time. I think he had a time for me here. Let me just double check that. Franchise Time Machine will be on at around 4 p.m. Pacific. So around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Franchise Time Machine. Follow that link right now. Click on it. Click follow and check his stream out. I think you're not going to regret it. He does a lot of cool stuff with the base game. He was actually on my stream a week ago, and we had a conversation. You can check that on the VOD. You can check out his VOD to kind of check out what he's been doing. But he likes to break things as best as possible, especially with the base game, to find out how it works. So if that's the kind of content you want to see, go give him some support on Friday at around 7 p.m. Eastern. He'll be streaming. He's got special drops. He's got 5 hours of time machine drops. He's got giveaways. He's got packs to give away. Oh, yeah. Check him out. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. Okay, let's get back to the Matrix. Let's go to the beginning of September. Very key month here. So you can get, if you don't know what 5 hours of drops are, for the first hour, every 15 minutes, you're going to get a standard pack. So 4 packs after an hour. And then every half hour up till the 5 hour mark, you're going to get probably silver packs. That's usually how they do it. Boom. 30 minutes later, silver pack. Boom. Another 30 minutes, silver pack. So you play your cards right, and you can get like 10 packs or more, maybe 12 packs. I don't know. Lots of packs. And if a certain card comes out tomorrow, you may want as many packs as you can get. All right, here we are at the end of August. The Christmas babies are 7.5 out. They are above 500, but they are 3.5 out of a wild card and 7.5 out of the division. Playoffs are slipping away. Bud Galvin, 9-11. George Haddock, 14-8. He is the best pitcher on the team right now, 361 average. Lloyd Brown, 8-8. Charlie Lee, 7-11. Ned Garver, 4-15. And if you're wondering, why did you pick these players, Lap? Well, because they're all born on December 25th. They're all born on Christmas Day. They all get to play together. See if they can make the playoffs. Zach Jackson, 23 saves, 4-4 record as a Christmas baby. And for our hitters, William Contreras, hitting 264, was our all-star catcher. Nellie Fox, 290. We've got Maury Rath, hitting 203. We've got the coolest name, born on Christmas Day, Red Barn. Honey, I'm going out to the Red Barn. Dad, did you call? No. I said I'm going out to the Red Barn. What do you want, Dad? He is hitting 165. Yeah. And finally, Ricky Henderson. He's got 30 stolen bases, on pace for 36. And he's hitting 278 with 14 home runs, 32 doubles, and only 1 triple. Ricky's not feeling the triples this year. Okay, let's go to halfway through the month. September. Let's go up to about the 17th. See if it's if we need to slow sim a little bit for the playoffs. The Christmas babies still above 500. I don't think they made any ground, though. They're exactly 500, 5.5 out of the wild card, and 10 out of the division. So whoever that one manager that said they're not going to make the playoffs, I think you can almost crack the champagne and get your 15 packs, because I don't know they're going to have a tough time making it. Let's go ahead a few more days. Let's go up to the 25th. You know, because Christmas babies, 25th. And they have been officially eliminated from the playoffs. I kind of thought they'd be a 500 team, but I thought maybe they'd have a chance of squeaking in for a wild card. I don't know how I would have bet. I probably would have said no. And it looks like it is, yeah. 6.5 games back. They played 157. Let's go to the end of the regular season. And sim one more day as we go to the playoffs. It will be Cleveland, Tampa, Seattle, Texas, Baltimore and Minnesota waiting. And in the NL, Cincinnati, LA, Mets, Braves, Milwaukee, San Francisco waiting. So we'll sim the playoffs, and then we're going to find out who came second place to get 10 packs. Because, yes, second place will still get 10 packs. Might have to go to a tiebreaker. We'll find out. Giants, Dodgers, Mets, Brewers, Twins, Rangers, Guardians, Orioles. In the LCS, Orioles, Twins, Mets, Dodgers. Using the 2024 April 1st rosters. And congratulations go out to the Minnesota Twins, who will defeat the Los Angeles Ohtani Dodgers 4-1, and they will take the World Series. Your World Series MVP will be Max Kepler. Sorry, Dodger fans. In the Matrix, they do not do it this year. Okay, got to write some numbers down here. First, how many wins for Pud Galvin? He ended up with 11. Next up, I said how many strikeouts, I believe. Let me check it here. Hitter-wise, let's go to hitters. Stolen bases for Ricky. He ended up with 31. Next up on the Google form, I asked strikeouts for Ned Garver. Ned. Where'd they put you? Right there. Ned Garver ended up with 120. 120 Ks for Ned. And our final question for the hitters was, how many hits for Nellie Fox? Nellie Fox would end up with 161 hits. And then in case we need it, and I don't have to come back later, our WAR for those 4 players. For Ned, he had a WAR of 1.2. For Pood, he ended up with a WAR of 4. And for our 2 hitters, Nelly, 2.0. And Ricky, 4.8. So that is a total WAR of 12.0. That will be the tiebreaker. Also asked for how many wins will the team get. The team ended up with 81. They did finish 500, 81 and 81 on the season. Any leaders here? Doesn't look like it. I don't think we had anyone with an outstanding season. Nope. And in terms of streaks, did Ricky get the stolen base streak? He did not. In fact, it looked like his streak might have ended at 16 because he's not on here. Acuna Jr. ended the season on a 28-game stolen base streak. I don't see any other leaders here. Let's see. Nope. Kind of an unspectacular average season for our Christmas babies. Let's go and find out if we did win any awards. I doubt it, but you never know. Check out the award winners. In the American League, our MVP was Logan O'Hop from the Angels. Corbin Burns, his second Cy Young. Evan Carter from Texas is your Rookie of the Year. And with a 2.4 WAR, 40 saves, 7-4 record, Pete Fairbanks is your Reliever of the Year. Heading over to the National League, your MVP in the NL is Matt Olson, who had a 6.5 WAR. Yamamoto will win his first Cy Young for the Dodgers, a 6.9 WAR. Churio is your Rookie of the Year, 4.7 WAR. And your Reliever of the Year goes to Doval, 44 saves, 2.9 WAR, and a 6-3 record. Okay, time to find out who gets second place. Let's create a filter. Okay, filter column. Will the team make the playoffs? They did not. I'm actually going to keep both on because I need it for the next question. Let's remove the filter. Let's create a filter. There we go. So the only team that said no, the only negative pessimist, negative Nelly Fox in the chat was Fussmucker. And by being negative, Fussmucker is rewarded with 15 packs. So Fussmucker, I will give it to Fussmucker 3, as you've indicated here. Congratulations. You were the only person to have picked no. Let me just double check, make sure I didn't miss that. Yep. Next up, will they make the World Series? No. And how many regular season wins? They had 81. We've got a winner. That did not take long. Only one team said that they would not make the World Series, and they'd have between 71 and 90 wins. This one person right here. And that is, no, that's Fuss. We can't give it to him again. So we got to go and fix that and put both back on. Regular stolen base for Ricky Henderson. This one right here. He ended up with 31. No one predicted that. So everyone said 60 plus. We go to question 5. How many wins for Pooh de Galvin? He would end up with 11. We had 2 people in that range. Even if one is Fuss, we will have our winner. Clear, 11-14. Fuss is one of them. He gets first place. And second place will go to Pop Stongoria. Congratulations, Pop Stongoria. 10 packs sent to the Timland 14 account. And of course, Raider 14 won the bounty today. So 10 packs over there. Again, wait a few days. It may take a while because of the holidays for those packs to come in. Okay, I think we are done, folks. Remember, the OOTP main channel will be broadcasting the cards like they did on Thanksgiving, the Yule log, so you can get special packs by watching that channel there. And other streamers will be on through the day as well. If you need to catch up on some of your drops, thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks to TB844 for the 4-monther. Thanks to Come Get Some, first month subscribing on the channel. Brent3232, 14 months subscription. Bender Guy 1, a newbie subscriber to the channel. And of course, to the follows today, Aaron Kinunin 1, and to Bob Dob Bolina. Thank you for the follows. Thanks to Brent for spending your biscuits on the Tim Run song, and to Max LP for raiding in 3 hours ago. This has been Laptop Hound. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, give what you can, take what you need. It's a great day for baseball. Tomorrow, are we going to get the card? Who's with me? The card is coming tomorrow, I think. So we're going to raid over to the dock. Again, OOTP is also streaming. And there you go. Fuss does win as the negative Nelly, and Pops Dongoria in second. And just to close off, everyone out there, my holiday message to you. Again, I hope you and your family and friends and pets are safe this season. I hope you find some time to do something that you enjoy, whether it's a walk, whether it's listening to music, playing some shuffleboard, playing with the dog, the kids, the grandkids. Have some fun. And it's been quite the year. It's been quite the 4 years, really, since 2020. And for you guys to remain supportive and to stick around and to add your humor and your lap, your muteds, and all that kind of stuff is, we got to do that. We got to do that in this life. Like I said, we're here for a good time, but not a long time. So you got to have that fun, and you got to help those people out there and get them back on a good footing. And for those of you that I see in the chat here, you know, Sean from Colorado, big Colorado hockey fan, Larry Walker fan, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Of course, Pops Dongoria with your, hope you get a few new action figures. I hope you bought your own Christmas presents this year. Abrac, yes, I know Doc's on. We'll go over there to us in a second. Thanks for watching today. Fuss, thank you. All the best to you and your family. Thank you for being on my show a few times this year with the live spec, for adding your insight, your intelligence, and sometimes stream where you don't get a lot of that. Thank you, Fuss Mucker, for everything you've done to help me. And Johnny P, remember you fairly new to OOTP, at least this year. Maybe you joined at the end of last year. I think I remember you said you and your brother or something started playing the game. Thank you for being part of the PAX Only squad. Thanks for lurking a lot on the channels, being here even though you may already have had your drops. All the best to you and your family, Johnny P. Of course, Franchise, thank you for being such a nice new cog in the affiliate wheel. Thanks for the creativity. Thanks for coming on my show last week. Thanks for just providing the entertainment that you do on your channel and doing it in a way no other streamer does. So thank you for your uniqueness. All the best to you and your family, and I really hope you have a successful stream on Friday and all the things go well tech-wise. And Cubs fan Steve, man, again, just you're that warm, comfortable blanket on my stream. Where Linus, has his blanket in peanuts. You are that warm blanket to the community. Thanks for your warmth. Thanks for your giving. Thanks for your positivity. Thanks for your help in answering questions and giving statistical information, and just for being you and your joy for your Chicago Cubs. So all the best to you, your family, your grandkids down there in Florida. And Vulcan, man, oh man, Vulcan, you were on my channel a year ago. I know you've gone through some personal issues. I'm glad to see you up and around, Vulcan. Not forgotten. Believe me, I remember very clearly you coming on and doing a pack ripping on my stream. And we've had a couple conversations privately, a year or 2 years ago. And Vulcan from the Midwest, yes, thank you so much for continuing to hop in every once in a while. Rolling Stones. I think I still have that banner up here somewhere. Yeah, I do. My Rolling Stones. Thank you, Vulcan, for being here today. And I think I caught everyone that chatted recently. Have a wonderful holiday. I should be doing a stream on Thursday, maybe on Friday, and then off for a few days as we head into the new year. So gonna hop you over to the dock. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
Said we're here for a good time, Oh, not a long time, So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We said we're here for a good time, Not a long time, So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. Oh, 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 have a good time. The sun can't shine every day.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's